welcome back to Premier League Dad. How are we all doing? My name is Kee. We are live for the first big Champions League game of this season. Rangers at Ibrox at home to Panathinaikos. Big game, this one. First big test, you would think, for Russell Martin and his new regime at Rangers. We watched them in a pre-season friendly just a few weeks ago up against Club Brugge. They weren't terrific, I've got to say. They did manage to come back and get that back to 2-2. They weren't fantastic, but you know, tonight's going to be a really big test. Panathinaikos, a seasoned Champions League outfit, you would imagine. You know, they've done quite well in the Greek league, so you would imagine this is going to be a really tough one for Rangers. And yeah, do we think they can make it through to the next round? They're going to have to take a really strong result, you would imagine, to the... Come on, Kieran, sort yourself out. What are you doing? Yeah, you're going to have to take a strong result to Greece, aren't they, for the second leg? That's going to have to be really tough. That's going to have to be the thing that they focus on. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how they get on. Ethan, Evada, not related, but R.I.P. Ozzy. Ozzy's not died. Ozzy hasn't died. Ozzy hasn't died. Don't say Ozzy's died. Don't say that. Has he actually? Oh, don't say that. No. Has he? Oh, no. Oh, Ozzy. Oh, no. That's proper put a dampener on tonight. The Prince of Darkness. What a shame. Rest in peace, Ozzy. One of my absolute favourite bands, Sabbath. Absolutely favourite. Really sad that. 76 years of age. Wasn't that long ago he was touring. He was in concerts, wasn't he? He was doing yeah, weeks after his farewell show. It's like a young gone, isn't it? Sometimes, do you know what? Life's poetic like that, isn't it? Life is poetic like that. You notice things like that in life, don't you? It happens all the time in life. Just wait. They just wait a little bit long. They get what they need to done out the way, and then they pass. It happens so frequently, and something almost quite lovely about that. Sad though it is, very sad, very sad. Wonderfully talented guy, huge icon from the 70s, the 80s, yeah, just an absolute rock and roll icon. Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace. And yeah, well, hey, listen. Now we'll crack on with the footy. We're 10 minutes away from kick-off here. Kind of want to listen to some Sabbath now. Kind of want to listen to some Sabbath just to you know, say farewell to the poor guy. What an absolute hero. Ben, I've just been playing changes on the way home from the dog walk. So honestly, mate, there's so many. There's so many you could name. Absolute anthems. My absolute favourite. What would be my favourite Aussie song? Over the Mountain. Listen to, if you get a chance, listen to Ozzy Osbourne, Over the Mountain. I mean, Crazy Train's a good one too. But listen to Ozzy Osbourne, Over the Mountain, the ska remix. It's absolute genius. But yeah, Ozzy, you can see, to be fair, when he was on stage, he was certainly higher on. He was high on more than just life on that particular day. But yeah, cool guy, and farewell, Ozzy. Right, well, listen, let's get stuck into Rangers anyway, because obviously that's what we're here for. We're here for Rangers. We're here for Rangers and Panathinaikos. Let's get stuck into Rangers and Panathinaikos. SAFC Tom says, "Come on, Rangers. What's the starting lineup?" Tom, I'll tell you now, mate. Let's put it on the screen. I'll put it on the screen. We will talk through it as well, but I'll put it up on the screen for you. It is Jack Butland in goal. It's Tavernier, Souttar, Giga, Nasser Jiga, who is on loan from Wolves. I think he's making his Rangers debut tonight. As far as I'm aware, he's not played so far. So it's Tavernier, Souttar and Jiga with Aarons at the back. Aarons starting at left back. It's a midfield of Rothwell, Raskin and Diamand. Or Diamandi. I was educated last time we were watching a Rangers game. I'm pronouncing it wrong. And then it's a front three of Kieran Dowell. I was assured by Rangers fans that would be the last time we saw him when we watched the Club Bruges pre-season friendly. But Kieran Dowell starts in the front three alongside Danilo Pereira and Finlay Curtis, who scored a wonderful goal in that pre-season friendly against Club Bruges. So, interesting to see how he gets on. For Panathinaikos, it's Dragowski in goal. It's Kyriakopoulos, nearly. Kyriakopoulos, Tuba, Palmer Brown and Vagianidis at the back. It's a midfield of Maximovic, Bakasetas and Pedro Chirivella, who you might remember from Liverpool. Pedro Chirivella came through the Liverpool youth system. He starts in midfield today. And in the front three, it's Facundo Pellistri, who came through the Man United. Well, he didn't come through the United Academy, but he's an ex-United player. He was a youth player for United. He came through and they sold him to Panathinaikos. Some might say surprisingly, about, I think it was last summer, wasn't it? And he's done quite well since he's moved to Panathinaikos. He starts on the right-hand side, Facundo Pellistri. It's Juricic on the left-hand side, and the danger man is Fotis Ioannidis. Ioannidis linked with a number of moves away from Panathinaikos, including to the Premier League as well, by the way. He got 22 goals and assists in 28 games for Panathinaikos last season, I believe. So he's a very, very strong centre-forward, certainly in a good run of form. And it'll be interesting to see if Rangers can keep him out. Let me catch up with the chat 1 second. Thank you again for the super chat, Tom. Really appreciate it. It's funny, Tom. Am I reading your username right? You're saying SAFC Tom, but you've got a Newcastle badge on your logo, on your profile picture. Strikes me that you're a Sunderland fan, maybe. Could be wrong. What age are you? What age am I? I'm 35, mate. I'm not Brett May. I've changed my name. Right, I see. Kylo, what's up, Premier League dad? Kylo back again from Canada. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Good to have more Canadians in the channel. SAFC, Kieran Dowell should be sold. Plenty of Rangers fans think the same, yeah. Ben didn't know Chirivella was at Panathinaikos yet. Yeah, he's moved on. He's done quite well at Panathinaikos as well. He seems to be... playing quite well as well. Players are in the tunnel. They are about to come out. It was a straight shot tonight, I've got to say. It was a straight shot between this and the women's Euros. England against Italy. So we'll keep an eye out for that. I'll let you know how that one's going on. I'll also let you know how the other Champions League games and the other games from around Europe are going on. I'll keep you updated throughout tonight's live. But yeah, we want to just keep an eye out for, obviously, for England and Italy. I know there's quite a few who may be flicking back and forth between that. And also, I do just want to say a big, big thank you to our sponsors on this channel. If you haven't yet gone and downloaded the app, please, please go and do so. Go and get the Match Bingo app. You can do so by clicking the link in my description. It's a fantastic way to support the channel, but if you've never heard of Match Bingo before, I would say one thing, the best way to describe it is, it's a combination of a bet on the football and a game of bingo. That's effectively what Match Bingo is. It's absolutely genius. They're growing so quickly, over 10,000 players here in the UK, and growing incredibly quickly. You can win over 250 quid for every single game on Match Bingo that you play. And if you go and download the Match Bingo app, if you go and download it on your phone, if you set up an account and you buy a bingo card, if you deposit just £5, you get £10 free with my Premier League Dad links, right? So there's a tenner waiting for you there. Now, every single Match Bingo card that you buy they're about £2 or £3 each, right? So if you put a fiver in, we'll give you a tenner free, right? So that gets you five bingo cards, there or thereabouts. You can go and buy them and choose which games you want them to use on. You could use them on this one. You can use them on Rangers. You can use them on the England-Italy women's game. Go and use them on whatever games you want. The way that it works is it gives you a bingo card with 15 random events on your app, on the app on your phone here. Gives you 15 random events that can take place during the game, and it'll be things like corner to Rangers, throw into Panathinaikos, shot on target for Panathinaikos, free kick to Rangers, whatever it'll be. It'll be all these things, and as they happen during the game, you will see them marked off on your bingo card. You get prizes for a line, prizes for 2 lines, and prizes for a full house. And, as I say, you get prizes for a line, prizes for a full house, prize for a line, prize for 2 lines, prizes for a full house, and you can win up to 250 quid on every single game of Match Bingo. So yes, if you do want to go and support the channel, one of the most fantastic ways you can do so is by going and downloading that Match Bingo app. There is a link in my description to go and do so, or you can scan the QR code which is on screen right now. And a big thank you to you for going and doing that. If you really do, if you do go and do it, a big thank you to you that do. SAFC Tom, do you do membership? Yes, I do membership, mate. Yes, if you click, in fact, I don't know where you can click actually, but I have got a membership. I have got memberships. Stephen McAnally, the comedy goal starts tonight again when you're leaving minute 70 or when they're 2-0 up. Who? I'm not leaving 2-0 up. I'm not leaving 2-0 up. No way. LFC fan, hey, good sir. Good to see you. How's it going? Good to see you. Chimey, how's it going? Edward, Key, where do you think the new signings will play in the squad? Because I can't see him dropping Sobo, Diaz or Salah for Verts. Same with Hugo. Can't see him getting straight in there. Diaz won't be there, mate. Diaz is going. He's not going to be in the team. Soberslai will get dropped. Yes. Soberslai absolutely will get dropped. Okay, so we are coming up on 60 seconds or so to kick off. Let me get rid of the Match Bingo card. Again, I'll put another prompt up there closer to half time, but if you do want to go and get that Match Bingo app, please do go and do so. If you do, and you do buy a bingo card for this one, let me know if you have any winners. Because there's over £250,000 paid out in prize money. So go and let me know if you do have any winners. John Byrne, hello, how are you, bro? I am very good, John. How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, mate. Football Sheds, St. Helens, man, we meet again, you secret Rangers fan. That's me, man. That's me. That is me. LFC fan on YouTube, you get more views for Rangers games than any other game. That's because Rangers are absolutely massive. Rangers are huge, that's why. But yes, I do seem to get a lot of views for Rangers games. I don't know why. SAFC Tom, is Gyökeres done? Yes, he is done. He is flying in to have his medical, and I think he'll have it pretty much rubber stamped very quickly. Stephen McAnally, SAFC.com. Wallace, are you okay after the other night? What a performance. Proud to be here, Tim. LFC fan, remember the Rangers game you did a week ago or something and you got 300 views? Yeah, we had nearly 10,000 people watching that one. It was good. SAFC Tom, bro, do you think the accident with Jota could affect Liverpool mentally? Yeah, I guess it could. I mean, look, they've lost a brother. You know, we're off here now. 1 second, let me just get the clock started. Yeah, you know, they've lost a brother, they've lost a teammate, a colleague, and I am absolutely certain. Yeah, of course they could. It could affect them negatively, but you could also look at it the other way. It might end up spurring them on. It might end up giving them extra motivation to, to kick on and get it done, I guess. SAFC Tom, Rangers are a big supported team. B. McCarran, good to see you. How's it going? Good to see you, mate. Stephen McAnally, that tells you all you need to know where the deluders. Celtic are even bigger. Well, I've not done a Celtic game yet. Although I am doing a Rangers game. We are doing a Rangers game. They're playing... who've Rangers got first game of the season? First league game of the season? I've got it. I can't remember who it is. Is it Hibs? I don't know who it is, but I've got him. I've got him next Saturday, I think, or next Sunday, 5:30. Also, mate, I'd keep Nunes. I think he could be the Nunes that we hoped he was. Honestly, Nunes is going. Mate. I'd like to keep him too, but I think he is going. Razine, hey bro, Rashi's official announcement is about in a few minutes. Can't wait. Rashford to Barcelona, yeah. Be good fun, that. I think Rashford will... I still can't see him doing more than sitting on the bench, though, can you? I can't. How are we all doing? On TikTok? Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I promise. B. McCarron, Louis Barry away to Sheffield United. SAFC Tom, it's Motherwell. Yes, Motherwell against Rangers. I'm live for Motherwell Rangers. We've got 3 games on that day. Rangers coming in, poor, just wide. It was Raskin, I think, who was running forward from midfield. That's applauded by Russell Martin. Fast start from Rangers. And Russell Martin, very, very pleased by that. Raskin getting to the edge of the area, having a shot, and it went quite comfortably wide, I have to say. Stephen McAnally, football sheds, he can't stick to piss and leaving after 70 minutes, looking for true fans. What are you on about, leaving after 70 minutes? Have you got me confused with someone else? I've not left after 70 minutes. I was live for the full Rangers game. What are you talking about? I think you're getting me confused with someone else. Edward, Kieran, do you think we get Rodrigo? Yes, I do, yeah. I think Liverpool do get Rodrigo. LFC fan 200. My Scottish team is Hibs. I'm from Scotland. Nice. John O'Byrne. I'm a player of Panathinaikos K17. Wow. Nice. Good to see you, mate. Good to have you on the channel. We've got a Panathinaikos player on. SAFC Tom says Raskin might leave. Where would Raskin go? Every time there's a player, like a good player, linked with a move away from Rangers, it's always Everton. It's always Everton. Diamand's being linked with Everton as well. Stephen McAnally, not you, the Rangers fans. Oh, right, sorry. Thought you was on about me, calling me a part-timer. I am Crute. I think Ozzy might be dead. Can Sam confirm it, please? He is dead, mate. Yeah, I am absolutely gutted about it. Big Sabbath fan. I am absolutely gutted. Ollie SAFC, Sapnin Chavi, good to see you, mate. How's it going? Alex Macklin, Everton only buy crap. SAFC Tom, Aston Villa. What about Aston Villa? Oh, for Raskin. He doesn't really strike me as an Unai Emery type of signing. Rangers picking the ball up down the left-hand side here now. This is better. Finlay Curtis just kind of didn't pick his head up there, really. Got towards the edge of the area, but it was, yeah, he's fouled the Panathinaikos defender there. A little bit lackadaisical there. B. McCarron, RIP, Aussie, up the Villa. It was at Villa Park as well, his last ever concert, wasn't it? What a shame. Lovely fella. Stephen McAnally, when Brendan brings in another 3 players, very happy. Champions for the last 15 years. Ollie, SAFC, Key, I'm going to join on YouTube. Cool, no worries, Ollie, good to see you, man. Yeah, please do. Please do. Edward, I can see Raskin going to Leeds. Isn't Diamand or is it Diamand or Diamandi? Isn't it like I just get the feeling that he's the star in the crown, isn't he? He's the jewel in the crown, rather. Do we think there's an opportunity for him maybe to move on? Stephen McAnally wiped the floor we used without Isaac. I don't know, yeah, they absolutely battered Newcastle, didn't you? Absolutely battered Newcastle. Nick Pope coming out for a wonder. No wonder they want a new keeper. Rangers with a shot from distance. Panathinaikos get it away. Callum, everyone famous person be dying. It's a sign of the times, Key. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's how you know you're getting old, isn't it? Everyone that you remember growing up is snuffing it, sadly. Stephen McAnally, apparently he's going to St Johnstone, same amount of trophies as Rangers. SAFC, Tom Diamand to Everton. Yeah, see, now that one would make a little bit more sense. Yeah, that would make sense. Be yourself, Dylan. Good to see you. How's it going? I am Crute. I remember asking you a while ago about your Hear Me Out signing for Liverpool. Yours was Bergvall. It was, yes. Yeah, Bergvall, absolutely. Joe, Xhaka's just an absolute nutter. He's not a good player. Xhaka is a good player, mate. He is a good player. Come on. He is a good player. Ollie Chambers, Key, Mush, what's your thoughts on Granit Xhaka to Sunderland? I can't believe, hope they get it over the line. What a signing it would be for us. I think Xhaka's one of them players who, he's got loads and loads of experience. He's exactly the sort of signing you need if you're going to stay in the Premier League. So maybe Sunderland don't stay up, but you know, they're making all the right signings to do so. Tone Capone says Raskin to see red before 90. Has he already had a booking? Don't think he's already had a booking, has he? Has he already had a booking? No. Panathinaikos, ball whipped into the far post. Oh, he has had a booking now. He has just had a booking. I didn't clock it. Oh, Panathinaikos off the post. How's he missed it? How's he missed it? It's Facundo Pellistri. How has he missed it? It's an absolute sitter. It's an absolute sitter. Panathinaikos should be 1-0 up here. It should be 1-0 up. It's a free kick. It's hung over to the far post. Is he onside? He is onside. It's a great save initially from Butland. And the ball just kind of bobbles. It stood still in the 6-yard box. And Pellistri smashes it onto the post from... It must be less than 3 yards out, that. How's he done that? How's he managed that? That's not a great start for Rangers there. That is not a great start. Daz, what number do you think Ekatike will get? Couldn't tell you. To be honest, mate, I don't really put much stock in numbers. Doesn't really matter to me. B. McCarran, crazy that Bayer Leverkusen team starting to fall apart now. They're still a very, very good side, but yeah, they are. There is a few players obviously looking to move on. Reece, Gyökeres better than Nunes there, I said it. You don't believe that. You don't believe that. Gyökeres is a real poor signing. Real poor signing. I think for 70 odd million, I think he ends up being someone that maybe gets 10 to 15 maximum. 10 to 15 maximum. That is all you'll end up getting out of Gyökeres. Big Justice, how's it going? Good to see you. I am Crute. My Hear Me Out signing for Liverpool would be John McGinn. He wouldn't get a kick. He wouldn't get a kick. LFC Fan 200. I'm trying to find a new girl to ask out, but I won't rush it. I want the right one. Do you know what, mate? Don't even just focus on you. That's how you get them. Just focus on you. Make sure you're happy in yourself. People will come to you. That's how it tends to work. Certainly how it worked for me, anyway. Been married 11 years. Don't look. Don't actively look. Just make sure you are okay. Look after you. Prioritise you for a bit. Great ball into the channel here. Panathinaikos running the lines very, very well. Again, it's Pellistri. Big Justice, what are you saying? I'm not saying much, bro. What are you saying? Yeah, I was going to say Gyökeres. Gyökeres is just a really, really... I don't know. I just can't see him. Oh, that could be a foul. Could be a foul. There's a claim for a penalty here. Claim for a penalty for Panathinaikos, but Rangers carry on playing with it. The referees waved it away, but there was a claim for a penalty there. Steve McAnally, Ikos missed a sitter from 5 yards. Yep, absolutely. Pellistri it was. Ooh, now I don't know if that was... It was Curtis. It was Curtis coming back. But was it a foul? That's the question. Did he go through the man to get the ball? Oh, I tell you what, there could be a penalty check here. Could be a penalty check here. Finley Curtis, Pellistri was literally winding up to take a shot. He was stood inside the area. He's wound it back, and just as he's gone to pull the trigger on it, Finley Curtis has shot through the back and won the ball, but it looks like he's clipped the man before he's got to the ball. VAR, they've had a look, they've waved it away, they've agreed with the referee. So it's been waved away. Very, very fortunate, you'd have to say that for Rangers. Very fortunate. Alex, Charlie Cresswell to Liverpool. Charlie Cresswell's a very, very underrated centre-back. Really, really like him. Really like him. Tone Capone looking dodgy. Definitely. Absolutely. Normal guy. Good to see you. How's it going, man? LFC fan. I've got a lot to sort out with my mental health as well, so I do need me to be happy. Absolutely. Yeah, mate. Just prioritise you. Trust me. Look after yourself. Look after number one for a bit. Great ball in. Panathinaikos again causing Rangers all sorts of problems down that right-hand side. There's another claim for a penalty from Pellistri. He's still down in the area. I think that one might have been a little bit more clutching at straws, really. But there's another claim. I think VAR will have another little look at it. Panathinaikos, in this opening 15 minutes, they've hit the post from less than 3 or 4 yards out. Butland's made a very big save, and they've had at least one very first shout for a penalty, and another maybe half shout for a penalty. So it's been an opening 15 minutes that Rangers probably wouldn't have wanted, and Russell Martin has got it all to do. Because the last thing you'll want to be going to Greece with is needing to win. Oh, it's really poor from the Panathinaikos keeper. Passes it straight out of play. Raskin, FC, ZXN, how is Rangers playing? They're up against it, Raskin. They're up against it, mate. Really up against it. Panathinaikos have hit the post. They've started the better of the two teams. Definitely the Greek side. Stephen McAnally, Rangers are rocking. Tone Capone defending is terrible. It's not been a great start, has it? It's really not been a great start at all. Normal guy, I'm watching the Italy and England game. Keep us updated on that one, mate. I have got the goal notifications on, but I thought we've got to prioritise the Champions League. We've got to prioritise the Men's Champions League footy. As far as I'm concerned, anyway, that's what I wanted to watch. So, yeah, really, really looking forward to the Champions League this season. And League One's back next season as well, by the way. The SPL and League One is back next week, so I'm going to be watching both of them as well. Got loads of good footy coming up over the next week. Europa League, Conference League. We've got Hibs. I'm watching Hibs against Midtjylland in the Europa League. I've got Dundee against Una Strassen, the Luxembourg side, in the Conference League. What else are we watching? Shelbourne as well. Watching Shelbourne against Karabag tomorrow. If you fancy watching a bit of Champions League footy tomorrow as well. Again, we watch this is what we do on this channel, by the way. If you're new to this channel, we watch live football every single day. My name's Kee. I watch live football every single day from around the world. I used to go and watch football matches all over the place. Used to go and watch them everywhere. Now I've got a little girl. I've got a family. I can't do it anymore. So I now watch them with you. I watch them at home with you. I'm skint, right? This is what I now do. So, yeah, if you want to join me, the likelihood is, if this doesn't take off, this channel probably won't exist in 12 months' time. But if you do want to help me, if you do want to be part of the journey where we're watching football all throughout this season, we're watching the Belgian League, the SPL, the Premier League, the Championship, the Champions League, everything. The Latvian League, everything. We'll watch a game every single day, at least one. And if that's your thing, give us a follow, give us a subscribe. It would mean an awful lot. LFC fan, how have you been? I've been good, mate. Yeah, how's things with you? Tonkapon, Pana bypassing Rangers midfield easily. To be honest, they're getting it into the channels a lot easier than I imagined they would. The fullbacks of Rangers were a real problem against Club Brugge, and we talked about that on this channel. We talked about how really, really poor. To be honest, I thought Aarons was all over the place. I thought he was all over the place. He just didn't quite. Tavernier's a very experienced player, obviously, but Aarons just didn't really do all that well, I thought. And he started pretty poor. Oh, chance for Panathinaikos again! Good save from Butland. They can't get out the box here, Rangers. They cannot get out the box. Literally can't get out the box here. JEFC, alright Key, hope you're good, mate. Everton not signed anyone today. Need players ASAP. Yeah, absolutely. Everton looking like they might struggle this season as it stands. Rudy21, who do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, Rudy. Danny, Rangers getting battered here. Absolutely. So far, it's looking pretty ominous for Rangers, you have to say. Russell Martin won't be best pleased with this. Stephen McInally says, Martin said it doesn't define Rangers' season. Ask the fans that, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think there'd be a single Rangers fan that would be anything other than furious if they went out at this point. Certainly would imagine, Panathinaikos is not a team that you would want Rangers or expect Rangers to go out. You would expect Rangers to really put up a fight here. John 17, I hope Rangers lose because I don't want Russell Martin in charge. They deserve all they get. And I'm not a delusional fan. I'm just baffled why a nobody's our manager. We need a Rangers supporting manager. Who would you have wanted, John? Because I've got to say I agree with you. Listen, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm an outsider. You know far more about the club than I do. But as an outsider, I was very surprised that you got Russell Martin in. Very surprised. I would have thought you'd have gone for maybe a more established name. Rangers is still a very big club. I would have thought that maybe you would have gone, I don't know, someone else. Certainly someone else maybe with a little bit more of a burgeoning reputation in the game. Mark Stenhouse, this has the meaning of a third team from England. I don't know what you mean. 2016 Ballers, Monagers, LFC Fan 200 thinks that they should have appointed Barry Ferguson. Why didn't they appoint Barry Ferguson? Well, I know he was in interim charge, wasn't he? Why didn't they make that permanent? HS, man like Aussie is brown bread. Yeah, it's sad, innit? Very sad. G13, where can I watch? It's on Premier Sports, mate. Max Soldo, how many GA is Kudus getting this upcoming season, mate? For Spurs, I would imagine, 10 to 15 again. I think it's going to be one of them seasons where he just isn't consistent enough, Kudus. Very good player, very big ceiling, but he just doesn't do it consistently enough. John, Barry Ferguson would have been good. Ali McCoist again. Ali McCoist? No, surely not Ali McCoist. Our best managers are Rangers supporting managers. I mean, Steven Gerrard did all right. Surely Gerrard did all right. Van Bronckhorst did all right. You know, they're not necessarily Rangers supporting managers. Oh, again, claim for a penalty. Vaginitis getting into the box. The referee's raised his hand for offside. I think he might have given the penalty there, you know, if it hadn't been offside. But it is offside. Again, couple of claims, early claims for penalties here. Couple of early claims for penalties. And it's a yellow card as well. Yellow card for Vaginitis. Why has he got a yellow card? Has he got a yellow card for dissent there? It wasn't a penalty. Definitely wasn't a penalty. I'm assuming it's just for dissent. Maybe just said something to the referee. Mark Stenhouse, Russell Martin, happy to sign second and third rated English players. John 17, look at the win percentage of McCoist as Rangers manager. Oh, no, listen, I get it. Rangers, absolutely, McCoist is a legend of the club. I really like Ali McCoist. I just don't know if is he a pundit anymore? Is he a manager anymore? You know, he's been out the game a while. When's the last time he had any sort of a managerial job? I don't know. I think Rangers are bigger than that. That to me is a bit of an Everton appointment. It's almost like well, I'm not trying to knock Everton. I know that sounded like I was knocking Everton, but like, I think Rangers are bigger and better than that. You don't get off just appointing Rangers legends as managers anymore. That's not how you grow and progress as a club. You do need a manager that's forward thinking, that's maybe not an out and out Rangers manager. I do. I think you need maybe a forward thinking coach. DC 180, I don't know why everyone thinks Kudus is so good. Very overhyped for doing FA. Oh, mate, he's good. He is good. He is really good. John 17, Ali took that team at its lowest time in history that I remember, and I remember from 40 years ago. Ali hasn't managed since Rangers. He's a diehard. He was Walter Smith right-hand man. So when was that? How long ago was that? He's not managed in like 11 years. It's tough. I mean, like, I know Liverpool appointed Kenny Dalglish. We appointed Kenny Dalglish after he'd been out the game for nearly 30 years. So, you know, I'm one to talk, but I think Kenny Dalglish was always only ever a short-term fix. I think Rangers need better. That would be my opinion anyway. John, I remember Rangers having 3/4 of the English national team, the great good old times when we beat the best in England home and away as underdogs. Absolutely agree. Yeah, no, listen, you had some quality players in there. Gazza was in. Listen, I mean, I grew up with McCoist in the Rangers team. You know, the kind of mid-90s where you had Gazza and Laudrup and that wonderful team. And then even after that you know, the team kind of that competed with Celtic, the Van Bronckhorsts and the Michael Moles and Caniggia and De Boer, all them. Some fantastic players. Edward, Kieran, they should have got Sean Dyche, to be honest, or even Rafa Benitez. Rafa Benitez would have been alright. Rafa Benitez would have been okay. LFC fan, Gaza went to hospital, right? Yes, he did. He's had a stroke. Poor fella. Joe, I thought Ekatike was 69 mil. He was 79, mate. No, he's 69 base fee. 79 if we hit all the add-ons. Yeah. If we hit all the add-ons, it's 79. That guy, Jack562, I'm really happy we finally confirmed Gyökeres. I think Saka's ability to cross is going to supply him. I think he's incredibly overrated, and these Arsenal fans are going to find out very quickly just how mid Victor Gyökeres is. Normal guy, England women's team almost scored, but the Italian goalkeeper gets it. Reece says England are all over Italy so far. NUFC KS81, hello, good to see you. How's it going, mate? United forever. Are you watching England? I am not. No, I'm watching the mighty Rangers against Panathinaikos in the Champions League. LFC fan 200, David Gray is a legend of Hibs. So happy he's manager of Hibs. It's going to be a foul. Is it going to be a foul? It is. A foul and a yellow card here for Aarons. Oh, Souttar. I thought it was Aarons. Souttar's been booked as well now. So that's the third card of the game already, 25 minutes in. Yeah, that's, I mean, basically a rugby tackle on the halfway line from Souttar. Raskin didn't come to the ball. If anything, Raskin probably got away with that one, you know. I think Souttar fouled him, so Raskin didn't. But there you go. John, I'm talking Mark Aitley. Yeah, Terry Butcher, Ray Wilkins, Chris Woods. Mark Walters, of course. Yeah, Mark Walters. Crazy how good those guys were. Steve Bruce would have been alright too. You know, having Steve Bruce up at Rangers, no chance. No chance. NUFC, we are getting Wisser, hopefully. Well, can we all just agree now, by the way, any Newcastle fans, can we just agree that, do you know how Wisser has left the Brentford training ground? He's walked out on Brentford's training ground because he wants to try and push through the move to Newcastle. Do you know how Newcastle fans are already saying, like, oh yeah, you know, they should just let him move, he obviously wants to move. Can we all just agree that when Isak does that next week, that he's not a rat? He's not a rat when he does it next week, but Wisser isn't. Sorry, Wisser isn't a rat when he's doing it now to try and get his move to Newcastle. But Isak is a rat next week when he does it to move to Liverpool. Right, it's gone behind. It's going to be a corner to the Greek champions here. Joe, Wisser even wants to come to us. He left Brentford's training camp. I know, it's so unprofessional, isn't it? So unprofessional. Dan, LUFC leads mid-table this season. No, come on. There's absolutely no way at all Leeds are hitting mid-table. Not a chance. Football Sheds, what are you watching this game on? I am watching it on Premier Sports, mate. John, Aaron's looking average. I think our left-back Jeffy is actually better. I think because Martin is changing that whole system. If we get any result tonight, it's a great achievement because this is the first game together. Well, it's a ball whipped into the near post. Is it going to be another corner here? It is. It's going to be another corner. It was headed behind by Souttar. It was Lionesses who very, very nearly got his head to it. Oh, yeah. Good defending that by Souttar. Really, really good defending under his own crossbar. But yeah, I agree, John. Aaron's pretty average. I've got to say, he's looked pretty average in the 2 games that I've seen for him in Rangers colours thus far. Football Sheds, okay, so you're paying for this monthly. Seems odd asking Rangers fans to give money to an Irish TV company. Yes, mate, yeah. I don't know if you can buy it on like an ad hoc on the fly. I've not looked, but apparently, you know, you can obviously get it subscribed, but you can, with some channels, you can just buy as a one-off. So, I don't know if these are doing it. It is also on Rangers TV, this one as well, by the way. So again, Rangers TV can watch it. Rangers fans can watch it if they're subscribed to Rangers TV. Football Sheds, hence you find me here watching a posh Scouser talking about Rangers, a team he don't like much. Why do you think I don't like Rangers much? I do like Rangers. I've got a large soft spot for Rangers. Ever since I was shown round the ground by the chairman of Rangers. I was shown round Ibrox by the chairman of Rangers. Private little private tour, me and my dad, when I was about 11. So I've got a real soft spot for Rangers. Football Sheds, Rangers TV can only watch from outside the UK because the club sold the rights. Oh, that's shitty, isn't it? Sorry, mate. Well, that's crap. Need a VPN, 160 quid. Yeah, swerve that then. I mean, there's nothing. All of the chances thus far have come from Panathinaikos. Rangers just about get it away again. It's much better. Much better defensively. Souttar's been pretty impressive, I've got to say. Chris Dixon, appreciate the updates and like the channel working, so we'll be on and off, mate. No worries, Chris. Cheers for that, mate. Really appreciate it. John, I've never seen your channel, but you're doing a great job. I'm assuming you're not a Rangers fan. There's probably more Celtic fans in here, to be honest. Obsessed with hating anything red, white and blue. Well, do you know what? It's funny. The most watched game we've done on this channel is the pre-season game between Rangers and Club Brugge a couple of weeks ago. That's the most. I only started the channel in like January of this year, and that's the most watched game we've done. And I would argue that there was probably about 30 to 40% of the people watching that one were Celtic fans because it was just going off in the chat. It was absolute chaos in the chat. But I appreciate you saying I'm doing a good job. I try. I don't profess to be anything. I just tend to talk crap while we're watching the footy, really. And people seem to like it. Hopefully enough people like it going forward. Mane, Arsenal have signed Gyökeres. They have, yep, 75 million quid. Reece, Kee may have played another blinder here and chosen a 0-0 game. There'll be goals in this one. There will be goals in this one, I promise you. Football Sheds, well, we don't like Rangers much and we are Rangers fans. It's a long ball over to the left-hand side. This is better from Rangers. Good defending from Panathinaikos again. They just seem to be so... They just got that little edge. They're faster to every ball. Particularly the right back, Vagianitis, as well, who has been linked with a move away. He seems like a really promising young player, Vagianitis. I think I'm right in saying it might actually be Everton. I know we've talked about Everton a little bit, but I'm sure Everton were one of the teams being linked with him. Football Sheds, England FC, who cares? Stop talking about it. Listen, if people want to know about England women and how they're getting on in the Euros, far be it from me to prevent that. Stephen McInally, these clowns still not scored yet. Panathinaikos, I'm talking about, they're better than Rangers. John says Souttar is a solid centre-back, great in the air, not the quickest or the most agile, good defender though, and yeah, it can get toxic between the fans. But the Celtic ones can't explain logically why they hate us. Well, I'm yet to do a Celtic watch-along. Maybe if I do a Celtic watch-along, it will be filled with Rangers fans hating on Celtic. just to show I'm not totally, I'm not biased one way or another. Because I haven't really got anything particularly against Celtic either. But what I will say is that in the Rangers games that I've done, there's a cross section of Celtic fans who seem to come in and wind people up. Mr. Ethan Southampton. Oh, Ethan Southampton till I die. How's Russell Martin ball? It's pretty poor. I'll be honest. It's not been great. Russell Martin hasn't really laid his stamp on this just yet. Rangers are maybe passing. They've maybe got 2 or 3 passes in them and then they lose it. That's the first proper chance there. Dragowski with a big save for Panathinaikos. Probably the first chance you would have to say for Rangers. Lovely little ball through. It was laid off by Pereira and it was a shot from just outside the area. Tavernier played it into feet. Pereira laid it off and it was a lovely shot from Diamand and pushed wide by Dragowski. But good play by Pereira. Really, really good play. Football Sheds, do not do a Celtic watch along because you'll go from cool to being a drip. Stephen McAnally, you wouldn't go back to Rangers again. Believe me, you'll see proper football. Corner whipped in for Rangers. It was flicked out to the edge of the area and then volleyed back in. No, not good enough. Pretty poor. Was that Tavernier who hung it up to the far post? Took a deflection. There was a slight claim, maybe a half claim for handball. Half claim. Football Sheds, Diamande. Alright, go on. I'll stick with Diamande then. I'll call him Diamande. Manny CR706, I've changed my name. Harry Green, what are you watching, mate? I'm watching Rangers against Panathinaikos in the Champions League. It's live on Premier Sports, if anyone wants to watch along. Is England winning? No, I don't believe they are. I think it's 0-0 between England and Italy in the Women's Euros. Hung over to the far post. That's going to be a goal kick to Rangers. That's better defending that time from Aarons. Much, much better defending. Sean Feeney says, the true fact is some Rangers channels would be down the pan if they didn't have Celtic fans turning in, as Rangers fans don't want to hear day in, day out about their team being unsuccessful. Okay, fair enough. Football Sheds, it's not the Champions League. Sorry, it's the Champions League qualifying. I apologise. Sean Feeney, trust if you get a Celtic following, your views will go up tenfold. Well, I mean, to be honest, again, I just watch the footy. I'm impartial. I'm just watching the footy and enjoying the footy. I'll watch anyone. So I'll try to stay out of the partisan stuff. It's not really my battle. That guy Miles, a fully fit season of Giol. He'll outscore Salah in the Prem. Behave yourself. Flurkin Joker, Aussie died. Football means nothing anymore. Listen, Aussie would have loved the footy. Aussie would have enjoyed this. Sean Feeney, you're a good lad. I'll tune in, defo. Cheers, Sean. Thank you. Appreciate it. Even if, to be honest, all we do is talk crap. I watch the SPL. One of the best games I've watched on this channel since I started it is Livingston against Ross County in the relegation playoff towards the end of last season. It was absolutely fantastic. Loved watching that game. So, yeah, we watch a bit of everything on this channel. Michelle, what's the Rangers score? It's 0-0 currently. 0-0. Rangers have rode their luck, I would say, so far. Rangers have rode their luck. Panathinaikos hit the post. Couple of half chances. But it's been a bit scrappy. Stephen McInally, even you struggled with that, Paul. See what I mean? Deluded Rangers fans. Last win a trophy when Walter was Everton manager. Give him a break. Give him a break. Reese, I cannot believe Sporting went, oh, United, do you want Gyökeres? You can have him. Well, they obviously thought Arsenal were taking the mick. Sean, love a neutral channel, not going to lie. That does watch-along, great stuff. Appreciate it, Sean. Thank you. Well, you'll get plenty of watch-alongs out of us anyway. It's good to have you. Good to have you. We've got fans from all different types of clubs, and it's good to have a nice mixed bag. Because otherwise, you just end up with an echo chamber, don't you? Just end up with everyone. You know, if you go to AFTV or, like I'm a Liverpool fan, if you go to Redmen TV, you just get Liverpool fans agreeing out. Oh, aren't we great? Yeah, fantastic. Isn't that good? I'd much rather listen to rival fans. Have a bit of a back and forth then. Reese, wait now, a Newcastle fan is saying take Isaac. What is going on? Stephen McInally, the only break they'll get for me is a Kit Kat. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. Right, well, we're coming up to half time here now. We've got 5 minutes or so, well, 4 minutes to half time. With a bit of added on time at the end. So I fancy nothing really to change between now and the half time whistle. It's looking pretty flat. Rangers are passing the ball around the back. It's just so many times they get the ball around the edge of the halfway line and they can't really keep hold of it, Rangers. That's it. Two passes and they've lost it. 2 passes and they've lost it. Nostalgia Bunker, we've got a big Swede on our side. He plays for the Arsenal in red and white. Honestly, I can't think of anything worse than Arsenal fans doing that all next season. Arsenal fans pulling that sort of stuff all season. It's absolutely shocking. The most cringy stuff. John, how can you support an anti-English club full of hate that did unspeakable acts to their own youth teams for decades? I've yet to hear one Celtic fan say it was bad. Thousands of young lives ruined. Yeah, I mean that. Yeah. But I think, I mean, you've got to try and separate it. You've got to try and separate it from the club. Because I'm sure good, decent, honest Celtic fans would argue that wasn't done in their name. You know, that's not what their club is about. Awful things have been done by people who've professed to support all types of clubs, haven't they? John, I'd literally stop supporting Rangers if that was the other way around, especially since when it happened, Celtic tried to cover it up. How can these people be proud? To be honest, I need to educate myself on that in terms of I don't know anywhere near enough about it to pass comment. Is it half time? I think he has. He's blown up for it early. I don't even think he gave any added on time there, but it's half time. Very, very quick. Referee has blown up. Rangers 0, Panathinaikos 0. Well, what do you make of that? It was a tough watch, that, wasn't it? Really tough watch in that first half. yeah, well, there you go. Ollie, how's it going? Good to see you, Ollie. Good to see you. If you haven't yet, please do give us a like. Give us a like and a share and a follow and all that good stuff on TikTok. If you're watching on YouTube and you do have a minute and you want to support the channel, one fantastic way for you to do that is to download. Well, I'm not going to say this, actually, one sec. Oh, England 0, Italy 1. Italy have gone ahead in the Euros. Italy have gone ahead in the Euros. Oh, my goodness me. Absolutely shocking. England are getting beat. Rangers v Dundee, 9th of August. Could watch that. Bonancia for Italy has put them ahead. That is grim. I really, really, really need England to go through in that as well, because I've stupidly put England to qualify on a few hackers. Stupid me. Right, so yes, sorry, by the way, if you haven't yet, please do go and download the Match Bingo app. Please, if you can, support the channel. It will cost you, well, it doesn't cost you anything. You can download the app and see if you like it. But download the app. If nothing else, download the app. It takes you 2 seconds. If you click on the link in my description, you can download the Match Bingo app. And all that does is let Match Bingo know that you watch this channel and that you sufficiently think enough of this channel that, you know, you think it's all right and you'll pay attention to the things I'm saying, right? You don't even have to deposit. Just download it. Click the link, download the app, and let me know what you think. There's over 10,000 players here in the UK, and they are growing incredibly quickly. They paid over £250,000 in prize money. If you do like it, if you like the look of it, you know, if you do download the app and you think, actually, you know what, wouldn't mind a bet, then by all means, you can deposit £5. We'll give you £10 free if you do it via the link on the Premier League Dad link. So if you do that, a massive, massive thank you. I did just want to remind everyone, again, it's a fantastic way of supporting the channel. And yeah, I really appreciate it if you do. If you do and you manage to get a win as well, like I said, there's £250 to be won on every single Match Bingo card that you buy. A Match Bingo card costs you as little as a couple of quid. Deposit a £5, £10 free, 15 quid. Who knows, you could win up to £1,000, or well over £1,000, couldn't you? But thank you. A massive thank you to everyone that has already done that. Right. And let's get stuck in with TikTok. John, Celtic just paid out $7 million to the victims. Big news. The fans can't logically give a valid reason for hating Rangers, bro. I ask every time, do you condemn what Celtic did? And it's silence every time. Wow. Football sheds, I'm not playing bingo, that's for sure. Oh, that's for adults, right, okay. B Egan, gonna check that how many hackers they're in. I have got them on loads of hackers. I've got England in loads of hackers, so I really could do with England turning it round. Yeah, if they could turn it round and qualify, it would make my night. Well, we got 3 yellow cards in that first half. Raskin and Souttar for Rangers. Vaginidis for Panathinaikos. Rangers had the majority of possession, 54% to 46% for Panathinaikos. 2 corners for Rangers, 4 corners for the Greeks. 2 shots on target each. Although I'd have to say, I think Panathinaikos probably had the better of that half. Football sheds, what have you had for tea, presenter? I'm hungry. What have I had for tea? I had, because I was in a rush and I was trying to get everything set up for this live, I ran downstairs and I put 2 pieces of toast in, well, 2 pieces of bread in, and made toast, and I put a bit of scrambled egg on top. So yeah, scrambled egg on toast. Nothing fancy, nothing fantastic. That's about it. John, Stephen, this is what I mean. Look at your reply, buddy, making jokes as a comeback towards something so unspeakable and seriously sick. Kind of tells people a lot about you just with that alone. SAFC Tom says, I'm a Rangers fan, but using abuse for point scoring is out of order. Like I said, I don't really know enough about the whole Celtic case. Sounds abhorrent, obviously. Sounds abhorrent. And to be honest, the only similar cases I'm aware of, obviously, Manchester City were involved. Obviously, Crew as well. There's lots of them. Back in the day. Stephen McInally, that's all you can talk about. Can't talk football. Joe, are you still not living on beans and toast? I can't have them. I'm off the beans, mate. I'm off the beans. I'm blowing the covers off the bed. My missus won't let me in bed. Missus won't let me in bed if I have beans on toast anymore, so I had a scrambled egg on toast tonight. I can't afford beans on toast until I get some members on YouTube. If you want to become a Premier League Dad member, I haven't got a member yet. I need to get my very first member on Premier League Dad YouTube. I've literally only just qualified for it on YouTube because I've just been not monetized. Effectively, I guess I have been monetized. The channel's reached monetization within inside 6 months because we've been doing so well, and as part of that, I can now offer memberships. And one of the membership things I'm doing is basically reading out people's comments priority wise. So, but there's more stuff that we'll be doing for members will have special privileges effectively on the channel. But I've literally set it up in the last 48 hours. So if anyone does want to be the first member on the channel, by all means, have a look. Steve Keane, evening Key, how's you? Rangers are a poor team. They've not been great tonight, mate. They haven't been great tonight. And Panathinaikos haven't had to be fantastic, to be honest. Would we go as far as saying Panathinaikos have dominated tonight? Would I be being harsh in saying Panathinaikos have dominated? I don't think they've dominated, but they've certainly had the better of the chances. They've had more of the chances. Rangers haven't really had any clear-cut chances in this half, and Russell Martin's going to have to change some things at half-time to try and get his players back into it. Steve Keane, I had smoked bass and 2 wraps. Smoked bass. Nice. SAFC Tom, welcome. Oh, nice. Get in, Tom. I'll be your first. What a guy. Hey, look at... And you're in green now as well. Hey, look at that. Hey, I'm made up with that, mate. Thank you. What a guy. Love it. We've got our first Premier League Dad Elite Members Club. Top guy. Cheers for that, Tom. Hero. I love football. Yes, I love football too. And I love you, mate. Right, hang on a sec. Right, come on. Sean Feeney, Rangers told their victims to take it up with the old club, hate it all, let's stick to football. Listen, exactly, let's stick to football. Let's stick to football. We're not going to agree on this one tonight, lads. This is a much, much bigger argument, much, much bigger discussion than Rangers against Panathinaikos. SAFC Tom, is this your full-time job? It is now, mate. Yes, it is now. It is now. I stupidly decided to quit my job. Well, it may not be stupid. I guess it will be stupid in time if it all goes tits up. But yeah, I decided to quit my job to pursue doing something like this for a living. And the idea being, I'm not trying to make an absolute fortune, by the way. I'm literally just trying to make a really, really modest living where and just that, literally just that, where I can make a little bit off YouTube ad revenue and a little bit coming in from here, there and everywhere, but not a load of cash, just enough so that I've got a digital income. That is literally it. So I quit my job. I was a sales director in Liverpool this time last year, and I quit. Football Shed, you can't make money on 5k subs. You'd be very surprised. You'd be very surprised. Yeah, you'd be very surprised. The number of subs actually doesn't really matter, you know. Number of subs, I've seen people make an awful lot of money with a lot less than 5k subs. And I've seen people make a pittance with a couple of 100,000 subs, believe it or not. It depends an awful lot on other things. Me thinking you're selling things. Well, I kind of am. I mean, I'm not really selling anything. I just need people to keep watching and to stick around. That's it. You know, if you stick around indirectly, you're helping. You know, if you leave, that's fine too. Viral goal getter, good luck, man. You'll never walk alone. Cheers, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Football Sheds, I got 1k subs, and so far I got a Greg sausage roll. That's it. It takes time, yeah, it does take time. Like I say, I've literally been working at this every single day for 6 months. I mean, it's only 6 months. 6 months is nothing, really, is it? It's neither here nor there. But 6 months is, yeah, it's still a long time to be throwing something at it without making any cash back. Football Sheds, how much for an ounce presenter? An ounce of what? Steve Keane, politics in football will be round all the time. Key, Liverpool, Everton and Man City, Man United, Celtic and Rangers, Barcelona and Real Madrid all having a go at each other. Yeah, and to be honest, I get the whole rivalry thing. I understand it. But the reality is, I mean, as far as I'm concerned anyway, I guess it bleeds into other things, doesn't it? In you know, in Scotland and things like that, the politics and then religion and things like that. I can understand it maybe becomes a little bit more intense, but certainly where I come from and where I've grown up, like I've got family members who are Evertonians and I've got family members who are United fans, so like I don't see them as like, all they do is put a different coloured shirt on to me. You know, they wear a different coloured shirt, and the rest of the time, like I'm pretty content. They're not nasty evil people. They're just like me and you. They just wear a different coloured shirt on a weekend. That's how I see it anyway. Football Sheds, I've been here 5 years and got nothing, but who cares? What have you been doing, mate? Let's have a little look at your channel. Oh, nice. I didn't know you. Yeah, you've been around for a while, haven't you? Cool. 10 years you've been going. Bloody hell. Fair play. Oh, you've been at it a lot longer than I have. A lot longer than I have. Far more experience than I. I'm literally brand new to everything. Stephen McAnally. Rangers paid out of court. Scott up the tune. Steve Keane, the thing is, Key, there's a time and a place for it, not on your TikTok, should be fun. Well, listen, if people want to talk, people can talk about whatever they want to talk about, can't they? As far as I doesn't mean anything to me. I like Rangers. I like Celtic. I ain't got a problem with either of them. You know, doesn't mean anything to me. They can fight. They can scrap it out for all I care. Hido watching Rangers. Yes, we're watching Rangers in the Champions League qualifier against Panathinaikos. You're a Hibs fan. We're doing Hibs next week. I'm doing Hibs against Midtjylland. Yeah, Hibs against Midtjylland in the Europa League. Looking forward to that one. So give us a follow. Give us a follow and get over to YouTube and give us a follow over on YouTube as well if you don't mind. Right, we're about to kick off here for the second half at Ibrox. Can Rangers pinch a goal to get them something to take to Greece? User 583, England women are not doing well. Are they really struggling? Oh, that's grim. I really, really need England women to kick on and do something. I could do with England women qualifying. Sam, what's the score? It's 0-0. Rangers 0, Panathinaikos 0. A reminder of the other scores tonight as well, by the way. We've got other Champions League games going on tonight. Coups have beaten Kairat Almaty 2-0. Red Star of Serbia have beaten Lincoln Red Imps of Gibraltar. Ferencvaros of Hungary beat Noah 2-1 away. Copenhagen 2-0 up against Kosovo's Drita. Dynamo Kiev 3-0 up against Hamrun Spartans of Malta. Maccabi Tel Aviv and Paphos drew 1-1. Servette 1, Plitzen 0. Riga 1, Malmo 4. Skendia 1, Steaua Bucharest 0. Now that is going to be a really, really big one to watch because have I got Skendia? Oh, that's grim actually. I think I might have Steaua Bucharest to qualify in that one. Please, dear God, tell me I haven't. Rangers are into the box here now. Chance. Good save from the keeper. Really good save. Come on, I really, really need Skendia. Ah, do you know what? So bad as well. That's horrendous. Great. Fantastic. What a surprise. Christopher Dinney about the away game on Thursday for Hibs. Well, what game am I doing on Thursday, actually? Hang on. I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now what game we're doing. So, yeah, Midtjylland against Hibernian on Thursday. We're doing the away game. And then we're doing the home game on the 31st. So, yeah, I'm doing both legs. Both legs of them. Sam, can you do Germany-Spain tomorrow night, 8 o'clock? No. I can't do Spain and Germany. I'm not doing any. The next Euros game I'm doing is going to be the final because tomorrow I'm doing Shelbourne against Karabag again in the Champions League. So we're not going to be doing this one. SAFC Tom, did you see Joey Barton's tweet about women's football? Yes, and I saw that he was effectively, making out that he was... Isn't he doing a watch-along tonight? Isn't he doing it, or rather a hate watch? It's effectively a hate watch, isn't it? Okay, it's a free kick to Panathinaikos here. Opportunity for them to pump the ball long into the box. Caleb, would you rather Watkins at Liverpool or Gyökeres if you had to choose? Absolutely 1,000,000% Ollie Watkins, and it's not even close. Not even close, Ollie Watkins. Tobias LUFC, Anton Stack confirmed as a Leeds United player. How much have you paid for him? £17 million. 6'4" from Hoffenheim. Ooh, again, that's not a bad signing. It's not a bad signing, but it's not necessarily the signing I would have... I still think you need a goalkeeper and you desperately need a centre-forward. Fayaz, are you not watching the women's game? No, not watching the women's game, mate. The next women's game I'll be doing will be the Euros final. I'm watching Rangers against Panathinaikos here in the Champions League qualifying. Panathinaikos coming forward. But Rangers are coming forward now, to be honest. It's been a bit of a disjointed start to this second half, sorry. The ball's got played through for Rangers here. It's come over to Curtis. It's 1-0. It's 1-0 to Rangers. Rangers are 1 up. What a goal. Finlay Curtis, the young lad, again. He's put Rangers in front against the run of play. You'd have to say it's a wonderful goal. You love to see it. Finlay Curtis, 1-0. Rangers in front. Definitely against the run of play, this one. It was a fabulous shot. It's 30 yards out, 25 yards out. It's out to nothing. It's a great goal from Finlay Curtis. Ball gets played into his feet on the left-hand side, cuts inside the fullback and absolutely smashes it in. Just bounces in front of the goalkeeper, straight into the far corner. Wonderful strike from young Finlay Curtis, and it's 1-0. Talk Wednesday, is Gassama on? No, Gassama is not on. No, Jedi Gassama is not on. He is on the bench. As is Igamane and quite a few others, to be honest. Cortez, Dessers, Barron, Bajrami. Yeah, Bailey Rice. Quite a few. Rubes, how's it going? Good to see you, Rubes. Gravenberg enthusiast, what game are you watching, pal? I'm watching Rangers against Panathinaikos, and it's been quite a shock start to this second half because, yeah, Rangers didn't look anywhere close to scoring in this one. Didn't look anywhere close to scoring in it. And then out of nowhere, Finlay Curtis just smashes one into the bottom corner. Wonderful finish, 25 yards out, lovely shot. Nothing the keeper could do. Dragowski as well. Dragowski, a very, very experienced goalkeeper. Talented goalkeeper too. Ex-Fiorentina. Really, really good finish. Football Sheds, our young Scottish players are best players. Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, to be honest, the few times I've watched Findlay Curtis, he's actually looked a pretty decent player. What game is on tomorrow? It's Shelbourne against Qarabag. Another Champions League qualifying second round game. So I'm going to be watching that one tomorrow night, mate. Yeah. Fayaz, Watkins is so overrated. There's a reason why Rashford benched him. I don't think Watkins is overrated, mate. He's got a 1 in 2 in the Premier League over like a 3 or 4 year period. That's better than anything Gyökeres has done. Taylor Hives up the Rangers. It's been a really, really good start to this second half from Rangers. And Panathinaikos now trying desperately to get back into it. Young Facundo Pellistri picking the ball up on the right-hand side. Just can't do it. He's too lightweight, Pellistri. No wonder United moved him on. Mark Stenhouse, Curtis has already scored for Rangers. It's 1-0. I know, mate. Look. The scoreline changed. Rubes, you heard about Aussie? I have, mate. Yeah, I'm absolutely gutted about it. We've talking about it before. Really gutted. Big Sabbath fan. There's a claim for a penalty here. There is a claim for a penalty. Panathinaikos. Ball got hung over to the far post. And as it dropped down, I think it was the back. Is it the number 77? Is it Lionesses? Oh, I tell you what. He shoots. I mean, I tell you something. Tavernier gets none of the ball. He gets none of the ball. The player goes down. He gets absolutely none of the ball. Football Sheds, why do they keep asking what you're watching? It's wrote on the screen. It's TikTok, mate. Yeah. So I have YouTube, which you can see, but then I also have a phone up here with TikTok because I can't have TikTok being. I can't have this view on TikTok because we have a sponsor, and the sponsor, which is those guys, I can't show on TikTok. I'm not allowed to show on TikTok. Oh no, Panathinaikos are in here. Big chance. Oh, has he got away with that? Absolutely shocking defending at the back from Rangers. And I mean absolutely dreadful defending. I have no idea what Giga was doing there. Oh, it's a red card. Panathinaikos down to 10 men. Vagianidis. He got a yellow card in the first half for dissent, and I think he's got another yellow card for dissent now. He's down to 10 men. It's a second yellow card. Vagianidis sent off. It's not for dissent. It's for dragging down. Who is it who he dragged down? I think it's Raskin. Raskin gets away from him around the halfway line, and Vagianidis, the right back, young Greek right back, just hauls him down. It's the easiest yellow card you're ever likely to see. The easiest yellow card you're ever likely to see, and you don't do that when you're already on a yellow card. It's not good enough. So, yeah. Rangers now have a goal advantage and a man advantage. Frankie, do you think Everton will sign Kubo? I don't. No, I don't think they will. To be honest, mate, I think Kubo's... I don't think he's as good as Everton fans, or... He's not that good. He's really not that good. I mean, he's better than what Everton have got, don't get me wrong, but I think he would cost more than Everton are prepared to pay. Put it that way. Everton aren't blessed with cash. They're not blessed. Be yourself, Dylan. England dominating, but Italy lead. Could do with England turning that round. Eddie Allen, what's your thoughts on Wissa maybe going to Newcastle? Well, apparently Newcastle have bid 25 million quid for him. And that's exactly what Forest bid. Forest had that turned down about 2 weeks ago. So I'd be surprised if Newcastle's 25 million quid gets accepted, where Forest's didn't. It's not a bad signing. It's not a bad signing, but he's 28. He's averaged kind of 8 goals a season until last season, where he had like a big season. He did really, really well last season. But for me, I don't think he's a particularly good signing. He's not a player that I think immediately improves Newcastle, put it that way. Yeah, I don't think he immediately improves Newcastle. Taylor, this is my third account. My first is Taylor H, the one I normally comment on in your lives. Nice. Cheers for the follow, Toffee's Taxi. Good to have you on, mate. Really appreciate it. Russell Martin screaming at his players who are just having a little bit of a water break here. A cooling break. But this is going about as well as you would hope it did from a Rangers point of view. They're 1-0 up. They're a man up. Young Finlay Curtis has smashed one in from 30 yards out. Second leg still to come. I think if you're Russell Martin at this point, you've got to look at it and go, well, we've got to go and push for a second. Let's go and push for a second. Because if we could in theory kill the tie off here now. If we can go to Greece with a 2-goal head start. 2-goal head start, you'd put Rangers as favourites for the tie, wouldn't you? 1-0, still very much still in the hands of Panathinaikos, but 2-0, you'd fancy Rangers going to Greece. Mickey the Valleys, who's the bigger club, Reading or Cardiff? Cardiff. Yeah, Cardiff, I would say so. Brandon, do you think Ekatike does well for you? I do, yeah, I think he's a decent player. He's not necessarily the type of player I would have gone for. But then again, that's probably why I'm not Liverpool manager. But, you know, Kirkes, Frimpong, all of these are players I didn't think we would look at. And they weren't players. When I was asked earlier in the summer, you know, who do you want Liverpool to sign at right back? Who do you want Liverpool to sign at left back? I didn't think either of them. I didn't even give Florian Wirtz as a possible target. Mainly because I didn't think we'd have the ability to get him. But, yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy. Football Sheds, Everton are not a rival of Liverpool anymore. Yeah, well, they've not been a rival of Liverpool for a good 40 years, have they? SAFC Tom, who's bigger, Liverpool or United? Liverpool. That's easy. That's easy. We've won more. We've won more. We've got a better training complex. We've got a nicer stadium. We're a better team. We've won things more recently. Yeah, in every metric you care to measure. The only thing United have on us, the only thing is capacity. SAFC Tom, a Liverpool ticket's easy to get. No, absolutely not. Kieran Dowell's just headed one over for Rangers. Should he have scored that, you know? No, that's... Ball got hung up to the far post, and Dowell, he had the run on his man there. I think if he'd have got a better jump, slightly better jump, he might have been able to put that in. It might have been 2-0. Good effort, though, from Kieran Dowell. Fergie 1968 bin dippers. Oh, Fergie, don't say things like that. Really upset me. Taylor H. Rangers is my Scottish team, wearing a Rangers shirt. Up the Rangers, Tavernier and Butland, my favourite players. Be yourself, Dylan. When I went to Old Trafford, the atmosphere was bad, where West Ham had a band playing outside the stadium. To be honest, United's away support's quite good. Here's Panathinaikos coming down the left-hand side. Good ball in. Good defending. Really, really smart defending at the back post. Again by Souttar. And it's been put behind for a corner to Panathinaikos. Pressure's building again. SAFC Tom, United get talked about more, in my opinion, in the media. I would agree with that. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Taylor H, Rangers do not make anything easy for themselves. No kidding. No kidding. Well, we've got 25 minutes on the clock. SAFC Tom, is Butland playing? Yes, Butland is playing. He's made a big save already. And he's defending this corner here now. It's flicked on at the near post. It's recycled by the 10 men of Panathinaikos, who hang it up to the far post. Cleared away by Rangers, who now have a chance to counter. No, good defending by the Greeks. Alfie Cunningham, what is the score? It's 1-0 to Rangers. Rangers 1-0 up, and they're a man up as well. Panathinaikos had a man sent off. SAFC Tom, is Liverpool half and half with Everton? Half in half with Everton? Well, not Everton's like an area of Liverpool. So Liverpool's the city. Everton is a district within Liverpool. Privy, how long is left? 25 minutes. 25 minutes. Rangers 1, Panathinaikos 0. Panathinaikos down to 10 men. And Rangers, they're not quite pushing forward, trying to make it. If anything, it looks like Panathinaikos might get a chance to equalise. Chance for Rangers! Oh my God! Just as I was saying that, big save from the goalkeeper. Massive save from the Greek goalkeeper. Rangers very nearly going 2-0 up. Huge save from the keeper, Dragowski it is. Not Dragovic. Dragowski with a wonderful save. SAFC Tom, like in the city, are there a lot of Everton fans? Yeah, there are. There's quite a lot of Everton fans in Liverpool. Again, Everton fans would tell you that they are the majority of fans in the city, and yet their own stadium study, did a survey of football fans in the city of Liverpool and concluded that the vast majority of supporters in Liverpool City region are Liverpool fans. So that's nonsense that Everton fans are the majority in the city. SAFC Tom, how is Dowell doing? He could have scored about 5 minutes ago. Ball got hung up to the far post. Dowell sort of riding on the coattails of the defender, climbed up, big header just over the top of the crossbar. The Panathinaikos keeper now is down, getting some treatment. He's just made a very, very big save. Rangers very close to going 2-0 up. Harry, thoughts on Fulham's summer transfer windows so far? As far as I'm aware, Fulham haven't made any real summer transfers so far, have they? Who have they signed? They've not signed anyone. Is that the point? Is that what you're getting at? I'm away too crazy. Who are you supporting? I'm not really supporting anyone. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I don't really support either of these two, Rangers or Panathinaikos. I guess I'm cheering for Rangers, given they're a British side. So I'd like to watch Rangers in the next round of the Champions League. Wim, Anderlecht is the biggest rival of club. You are doing Anderlecht and Westerlo. Yes, I'm doing Anderlecht against Westerlo, and I'm doing Antwerp against Union. I'll update the kick-off time, Wim. Thank you for that, mate. I appreciate it. Be yourself, Dylan says England hit the bar. Come on, England. Come on, the Lionesses. Lech Poznan have just gone 6-1 up against Breidablik. Lech Poznan absolutely cruising into the next round then. SAFC Tom, do you think Brentford will get relegated? No, mate. Then that's another one of them, big calls early in the season. I just don't think they will. No, not at all. They've lost Mbermo and they've lost. They're looking like they're going to lose Johan Visser. However, they've signed Kelleher. I think they've got Damsgaard, who's a wonderful player. Schade is an absolutely fantastic player. They've still got Nathan Collins. They've still got young players like Fabio Carvalho as well, and Sepp Vandenberg, ex-Liverpool players. I honestly think there's real quality at Brentford, and if they've just got maybe 70 million for Mbermo, maybe another 35 million or whatever it ends up being for Wisser, I think there's a good chance they could go and get, maybe 3 players that help them kick on, and they'll get back to where they were. I honestly think Brentford will be fine next season. They'll be absolutely fine. I'm more worried about the likes of Everton, West Ham, Wolves. They're the 3 that I think are more likely to go down. Obviously, I can't see past Burnley. Burnley are definitely going down. And they lost their captain. Yeah, I mean, Norgard's gone, but Norgard's gone and Henderson's come in. I think Jordan Henderson is better than Norgard anyway. So for me, I think that they've upgraded, if anything. They've got better there. Henderson's a better player than Norgard. Celtic FC 67. The score is Rangers 1, Panathinaikos 0. Panathinaikos down to 10 men. 20 minutes left. England are on the attack, says Sam. Matty P, alright mate, how's it going Matty? Good to see you mate. Good ball in, Rangers clearing it away yet again. SAFC Tom, yes, but where's the manager? Well, obviously, yeah, Thomas Frank's gone. Thomas Frank's left Brentford, but Keith Andrews coming in. Yeah, who knows how he'll do. But I still think they've got enough quality in there. They've got a lot of experience and quality in that Brentford side that they shouldn't be in any danger at all of going down. No danger at all. They're far better on paper than sides like Everton. I think they're even better than West Ham, and they're better than Wolves, in my opinion. So no, I don't think even close to going down Brentford. I think they'll be fine. Corner for England, says Sam. Harls plays games. Ekatiki is going to be a flop. Do you think? Matty P, who do you support, Geese? I'm a Liverpool fan. Liverpool fan, Matty. I'm way too crazy as a United fan. I was excited for Victor, and Arsenal got him. You really, really needn't have been excited. Victor Gyökeres is going to be one of the most underwhelming signings of the summer. I absolutely promise you. Absolutely promise you. His goal scoring record in Portugal is not all that impressive, and his goal scoring record in the Championship is even less impressive. Wardy, Italy has won the Women's Euros. Do you reckon? Do you think? Still another, 20 minutes, half an hour to go? Give it time. FB, Bosch Key. Bosch Key? Bosch! How we doing? Okay, couple of changes for Rangers here. It's Cyril Dessers coming on. Danilo, Dowell and Curtis off. Dessers, Igamane and Gassama coming on. So it's an entire front three change. Dessers, Igamane and Gassama coming on. Panathinaikos making a change to Bakasetas off and Kotsiras on. John, I love to hate Arsenal. Maybe that's a little bit of the Celtic in me, hating for no real reason. Honestly, I have no problem with Arsenal. I always liked Arsenal. I used to have Arsenal tops and everything. I used to like Arsenal. They were one of my kind of favourite Premier League, non-Liverpool teams, I guess, in the Premier League. I really liked them. But they've just got so annoying, haven't they? Certainly since the rise of the football fan channel. Which I know, look, hypocritically, I guess I'm kind of in that bracket, but I wouldn't consider this to be a fan channel per se, because this isn't about one club. We watch football on this channel. It's completely different. Or at least there's nuances to it, I guess. But yeah, it just feels so toxic, AFTV. Feels so toxic. And it feels like one of the reasons, at least, why a lot of the average independent fan dislikes Arsenal. It's more to do with AFTV than it is to do with Arsenal Football Club, isn't it? Which, to be honest, I'm sure that would be job done, wouldn't it? That'd be a success, wouldn't it? That'd be a tick for Robbie and AFTV. If you're being talked about and you're being hated, that's not a terrible thing at all, really. It's, I guess it's bringing the money in. SAFC, Tom, I used to like Arsenal when Henry, Pires and that. Yeah, that was a fantastic side, wasn't it? Henry, Pires, Ljungberg, Reyes, Bergkamp. Great team. Okay, Juricic has gone off, Mancini's come on, and Swiderski has come on for the danger man, Ioannidis. Ioannidis hasn't really done an awful lot, SAFC, Tom, there's a lot of Arsenal podcasts. Yeah, there is. A lot of Arsenal podcasts. And a lot of them have started on AFTV and then branched out and kind of done their own thing. It's the same with Man United, isn't it, really? It's the same with United. There's a load of United fan channels now. Which, again, more power to them. Whatever works. Good luck to them. Mazza, hi mate, are you okay? Yeah, good Mazza. How's things with you, mate? Good to see you. Davey, where do you think Leeds are going to finish this season? At this moment in time, I would put Leeds probably about 18th. 18th, I think. Leeds will just go down. At this moment in time, I think they'll just go down. And I'm only saying that just because I think you're missing a goalkeeper and I think you're missing a centre forward. Oh, it's two! It's Gassama! It's a wonderful strike from the substitute. Again, we've had an absolute screamer here. Let's get the old scoreboard up. There you go. Rangers 2, Panathinaikos 0. Russell Martin absolutely loves that one. And Gassama, we had a Sheffield Wednesday fan come in earlier and ask about Gassama. He's absolutely smashed it. He's done really, really well. He's only moved to Rangers this summer, hasn't he? Done really, really well at Sheffield Wednesday last year. Moved to Rangers for 2.4 million this summer. And he's done really, really well here. Picks the ball up in midfield. It gets fed out to him on this left-hand side. Cuts in on his right foot. Again, very, very similar. You have to say it's very, very similar to the Finlay Curtis goal. Ball gets played into the left-hand channel. Finlay Curtis cut in on his right-hand side. Fired it in from about 25, 30 yards out into the bottom corner. This time, Gassama did exactly the same. Outside the box. Smashes it, but into the near post. Wonderful goal. And he gives that salute for some reason. There you go, Gassama. Rangers 2, Panathinaikos 0. And that is a huge, huge goal now in this tie. Rangers looking far more likely to secure the their place in the next round. That would be fantastic for Rangers. SAFC Tom, bro, do you do fantasy football? So, let me just remind people of this, actually, because I should have really pointed this out, shouldn't I? So, if you click on my description, if you want to join my Premier League Dad FPL League, go and click on it right now. There's a link in my description right now down there. If you want to join, if you're on TikTok, the only way you can do it is by going over to YouTube. You need to go over to YouTube. You need to click the link in the description and you can join my Premier League Dad FPL League. There's going to be prizes throughout the season, okay? Prizes throughout the season. We'll do prizes for whoever's top at different points and whatever. But I am going to be doing a fantasy league and a prediction league. So the fantasy league is already set up. I've done my team. Go and do your team. Get it added to that league. The link is in there in my description here on YouTube. And yeah, hopefully a few of you join. I should have really promoted that earlier. Thanks for the prompt, Tom. Nick, game over for my team, Panathinaikos. Do you still think that's game over? Do you not think there's a chance that maybe Panathinaikos can turn it round in Greece? 2-0 down and a man down. I mean, look, there's still like 10 minutes left. Again, if you're Russell Martin, you're probably saying, lads, let's go again. Let's go again. Let's go and get a third. Let's go and kill it off. No, because we are shit. Okay. I mean, you've not played well today. You've not played well. Max Soldo, RIP, Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, very, very sad, isn't it? Really sad. Top guy, Ozzy Osbourne. And a great band. Timbo Slice, hi Key, how's life? It's good, mate. How's things with you? It's good. Mac Hatfielder, maybe Red Star Belgrade versus Partizan on your YouTube channel, by the way. Mon the Rangers and Linfield on Thursday. Regards from Belgrade. Good to see you, Mark. I didn't know we had anyone in from Belgrade. Good to see you. Red Star won tonight, didn't they? Jack Carswell, Gassama's goal was a banger. You're a great streamer, by the way. Cheers, Jack. Thanks, man. That really does mean an awful lot when people say it. Very rarely people do, but I really do appreciate it when they do. Yeah, Red Star Belgrade versus Partizan. When do Red Star against Partizan play? I'll have a look for that one. John, I didn't know about Aussie. Wow, yeah, it's sad, isn't it? It's really sad. Really, really sad. John, I went to USA and Canada and Spain and found a Rangers supporters club in all. Rangers and Celtic are bigger than anyone outside Scotland, understand. Rangers and Celtic in the Prem, they'd be top 6 in 10 seasons. I think it'd be interesting if you did put Rangers in the Premier League and Celtic. You'd obviously need the Premier League cash, wouldn't you? Timbo Slice, life's alright, but I've had shingles for the last week, which is annoying. Bloody hell. My missus, her granddad had shingles. Yeah, he had shingles last week. Don't know if it's something going round, but it's grim, that. Erling Haaland followed the creator. Cheers for that. I appreciate that. I don't know if it's the actual Erling Haaland. I would assume not. John, you are a good streamer, to be honest. I usually turn off most. Not saying first, second or third, though. Oh. Kirivella's gone off. Kirivella and Pelistri, 2 ex-Premier League players for Tete and Siopis. Tete is an ex-Premier League player, funnily enough. He did play for Leicester for a short spell. Ex-Shakhtar winger. Ooh. He's not happy. Jack Carswell, who's the best team in the Scottish Premiership, in your opinion? The best team? Oh, you'd have to say Celtic. You would have to say Celtic are the best team. But in terms of the best club, I don't know. I like a lot of clubs up in Scotland. Again, I spent a lot of time up in Scotland. I've got a real affinity with the Scots. And I toured a lot of the Scottish football grounds. I don't know. I really, really like a lot of Scottish footy teams. So I can't really say in terms of clubs. But obviously the best team, you'd have to say it's Celtic. You'd have to say it's Celtic at this moment in time. Rangers have still got a way to go. Robert, Ozzy went to Switzerland to die because his health got that bad. No, has he gone and done it? No. I know they talked about that previously. Oh, that'd be so... I mean, again, you know, look, if people want to do that, I totally understand. That just makes it all that more poignant, doesn't it, really? Poor guy. SAFC Tom, Owen Beck, is he any good? Yeah, Owen Beck's a very, very good left-back. Very good left-back. There was obviously talks of him going to Rangers. But I think we wanted a bit too much money. I'm sure we wanted 10 million quid. And instead, because we didn't get that, we've now decided to send him on loan. I think he's gone on loan to Derby. I think he's on loan to Derby for 12 months or something. But he's a good player. Yeah, he's a good player, Owen Beck. Good left back. SAFC Tom, Celtic dominant, but Rangers will be back. Yeah, listen, Rangers will be back. I know in football it doesn't always feel it, but I do firmly believe that football is cyclical. And I always say this to Man United fans. Whenever I talk to Man United fans who are down in the dumps, I always say to them, listen, I grew up watching you lads win absolutely everything, hated your guts. You'll come back. You'll come back. Always happens. Robert, from what I'd seen, him and Sharon both said if they get that bad health-wise, they were going there to do it. Yeah. I mean, it does feel like, maybe not planned, but obviously he's had the, you know, the concerts and stuff. He's done that, and then maybe he's gone out on his own terms. I don't know. Bloody hell. Sad. Sad. Very, very sad. John Evans, Owen Beck is Ian Rush's nephew. He is, yeah. I forgot about that. I did know that though. Good player, Owen Beck. Jack, do you think your team, Liverpool, will go ahead and win the league again? I think it's between us and City. At this moment in time, I think Liverpool have done very, very well in the transfer market, and it looks like we're going to keep signing players. So, yeah, at this moment in time, I would say, given we literally pissed the league last year, we had it wrapped up by Christmas, effectively, and nobody really has made any great strides. City have signed some good players. And I expect City will be back. Arsenal, I don't think they've improved. I think Chelsea, actually, if anything, Chelsea have improved more than Arsenal. So, yeah, I think it's going to be between Liverpool and City. The only question I've got with Liverpool is whether or not maybe we've made too many changes, and maybe there might just be a little bit of a challenge, kind of trying to, you know, balance the squad out, because there's going to be so many new faces. Nick Cranes, you good to see you, mate? Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Matt, Leeds get top 4 next season. Don't be silly, Matt. Timbo Slice, rank the big 6 from who you like most to least. The big six from who I like most to least. Oh, God. Probably Spurs. Then... It's definitely Arsenal. It's probably Spurs, Arsenal, you know. It's probably Spurs, Arsenal. Although no, because Arsenal have moved up a spec. I'd go Spurs. Spurs, City, Arsenal. Spurs, City, Arsenal. Chelsea, Man United. There you go. Nick, Gibbs White or Xavi Simons? Definitely Xavi Simons. Gibbs White's a very good player, but Xavi Simons is a different class. He's absolutely different. He's next level. Nick, are you happy with Ekatike? Yeah, very happy, yeah. He's not the centre forward I would have gone for, but he's a very good player. Adam, wait, why haven't Arsenal improved? Arsenal have not improved. They've they've signed Gyökeres for one, who, I'll be honest, he's a championship striker. He's a good championship striker, and I think you'll find that out next season. He's maybe 10 to 15 goals in the Prem. He's not a £75 million Premier League striker. He's 10 to 15. He's that guy, you know. So I think Gyökeres is one to keep an eye on next season. And Zubamendi finished, 13th, 14th with Sociedad last season. You know, he's had major issues leaving Spain. He didn't want to leave Spain. He was worried about whether he was able to adapt to living outside of Spain and living outside of the beautiful mountains of San Sebastian. You know, so I guess in time we'll tell whether or not he can. I mean, Jesus Navas had real troubles adapting outside of Spain, didn't he? So yeah, Zubamendi we don't know, and I'll be honest, I think Zubamendi is not the same player that Thomas Partey was. Thomas Partey, big, strong, physical, energetic, you know, could carry the ball forward. So for me, I think Thomas Partey to Zubamendi is quite a change, and I don't know if Arsenal adapt quite so easily to that. SAFC Tom, bro, Gyökeres scored in the Championship League. He scored 21 in the Championship. Yeah, 21 in the Championship, which is the same number as Adam Armstrong. It's less than Sammy Smodics. It's less than Tuber Akpom. It's less than Ben Brereton Diaz. It's less than Andreas Wyman. All of these players didn't go on to become fantastic centre forwards. Why? Because they're just Championship. There's lots and lots of players who've scored 20 plus goals in the Championship, and most of them don't go on and kick on and be very good Premier League players, and Gyökeres is going to be another one of them. Daniel, Ozzy hung on to do the Black Sabbath concert at Villa Park a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, very sad, isn't it? Very sad. A top guy. Glenn, got any Man United shirts? No, mate. Timbo Slice is a Chelsea fan. I almost prefer you hating us. I just don't like Chelsea because I can't get over the Roman Abramovich period. I can't get over the fact that you just literally won the lottery. And it's kind of how I feel about Newcastle as well. It's kind of how I feel about Newcastle. Yeah, they won the lottery. They've not actually got there by achieving anything. They've just won the lottery. SAFC Tom, Champions League, I mean. Mate, he scored 6 goals in the Champions League. Gyökeres has scored 6 goals in the Champions League. And and 2 of them were penalties against Man City. So, like, he's only played in the Champions League in 1 season. He got 6 goals, 2 of them were pens against City. In a game where Manchester City had a 18-year-old centre-back making his debut. And all this was made out that, oh my God, Gyökeres gets a hat-trick against City. Yeah, he got 2 penalties and he scored past a 19-year-old. Onye, opinions on Benjamin Sesko links to United, Key? I think that would be a fabulous signing. I think Sesko's a much, much better player, rounded player than Gyökeres is, for example. I think he would be a much closer comparison to Ekitike. And I really like Sesko. Yeah, I really like him. If Liverpool had signed Sesko, I wouldn't have been, disappointed at all. Whereas I would have categorically been disappointed if we'd have signed Gyökeres. Jack, what is your favourite football shirt that you own? I've got it over there, mate. I'll show it you, but I get it out on literally every stream. People are probably bored of it. It's the Liverpool 97-98 green away kit. John, that's football now, buddy. All money. I do think Arsenal would be great with a proper Lewandowski-type goal scorer. I've said for seasons that Arsenal are missing a proper goal scorer. They are missing a proper goal scorer, but I feel like the way Arteta plays, he needs a centre-forward that can do a bit of everything. And he probably would have been better off getting someone like, honestly, like an Ekitike, someone that can run the channels, or paying the money for an Isak. Just pay a little bit more and get Isak. Right, it's full-time. Rangers 2, Panathinaikos 0. It's full-time here at Ibrox. What a performance that is from Rangers. What a result that is for Rangers. You've got to say, that's absolutely brilliant. Russell Martin shakes the hand of the Panathinaikos manager, and he's absolutely made up. He goes straight over to the fans and applauds them. Gives his players a big hug as well. Suli, what's this Gyökeres glaze? I thought you were doing the England match. No, mate, I'm doing the Rangers one. I will switch over to we'll do the England game now. Go on, we'll switch over to England. In fact, let me turn it over. We'll put England on. Why not? Go on. Let's see if England can get themselves back amongst it. Right. 7 minutes left in that one. But yes, like I said, we'll be live for Rangers Panathinaikos next week as well, by the way. If you are going to be sticking with us, if you're going to be joining us again, a massive, massive thank you to everyone that has joined us. Again, please do give us a subscribe, give us a like if you haven't yet. It massively helps the channel, so do give us a quick like and a subscribe. We'll be live again for Rangers Panathinaikos next week. Plus, we'll be live for Hibs against Midtjylland, and we'll also be live for Dundee against Una Strassen. Daniel, any friendly game watch-along scheduled? Yes, yeah, absolutely. If you go to my schedule on YouTube, I'll talk you through, and we have got a number of live watch-alongs friendlies scheduled. We've got Liverpool against AC Milan. We've got Everton against Bournemouth in the Premier League Summer Series. We've also got Liverpool against Yokohama F. Marinos. So we got 3 friendlies currently scheduled. And then we're back to, we've got League One football at the weekend next week. We've got Luton against AFC Wimbledon, Cardiff against Peterborough, and Bradford against Wickham. We've got all of them. We've also got the Carabao Cup. Would you believe we've got the Carabao Cup this time next week? Barnet against Newport County in the Carabao Cup. The first round of that kicks off. So I'll be live for that one next week. Got loads of great games coming up. Absolutely loads of great games. So yeah, do give us a follow, give us a like and a subscribe. Daniel, how many goals does Gyökeres have to score in pre-season to change your mind? I don't think he can change my mind. I think Gyökeres would need to score 20 plus Premier League goals next season for me to think he's done really, really well. And I just don't think he will. No skill, Aaron. Why did you skip over my slander names? What was your slander names? What were they? Eki TikTok and Hugo Nekatiki. He has got a big neck. Oh, very, very nearly. Good save from England. Italy pushing forward here. I tell you what, England have been shocking, haven't they? We are the people. Good to see you. Full time. Oh, Christ. Full time. Pop 3. Yeah, to be honest, I honestly think England, I can't see him going through now. I think Italy seem to have it wrapped up. Daniel, happy to see you've got ads now. I have got ads now, mate. I've got ads and I've got membership. So I got my very, very first member tonight. So yeah, I've actually got a Premier League Dad Members Club now. But yeah, it's so good. It's so good to have proper club football back in the next week. We've got all the Europa League games, Conference League, we've got Champions League football, plus we've got the Carabao Cup and League One. League One starts next weekend. Daniel, is FPL happening? FPL is happening. The link to my FPL is in my description right now, by the way. If you do want to join my Premier League Dad FPL, if you want to do your team and you want to add it to the league, we're going to be doing live scoreboards and competitions throughout the season. So if you want to join, if you want to get your team in there, you need to go over to YouTube, you need to click the link in my description, and you need to add your team to the Premier League Dad league table. We are the people. I'm glad we now have a style of play. Russell Martin seems to be doing good so far. Well, it was a pretty poor first half, wasn't it? It was a poor first half, I thought, but the second half you came out, you attacked Panathinaikos very, very. I would say the press was a lot better in the second half. Maybe that's something that we know Russell Martin is quite. He's quite keen on a high press at Southampton. He was quite good at that. And maybe it's just the players just kind of adjusting to it and trying to get used to it. Because in the first half, it felt like you got passed through, you got played through. And maybe that's what it is. Maybe Rangers just couldn't quite. There wasn't maybe a strategic press and players were just getting passed through. Triangles, nice and easy. Second half, it felt like you came out and it was a little bit more. What's the word I'm going for? A little bit more coordinated. Coordinated is the word I'm going for. We are the people. Curtis will be a player in the next 18 months. I've said that in the last couple of games. Yeah, I agree with that. Again, as an outsider, I've watched him now. He scored a wonderfully well-taken goal against Club Brugge in the pre-season friendly, and then he's just scored an absolute worldie there. And to be honest, even Gassama as well, by the way. Gassama came on and had a an half-decent goal as well. Players still learning Russell Martin's style. Yes, I would agree with that. I would absolutely agree with that. Timbo Slice, there's going to be loads of gammons on Twitter celebrating England losing. Yeah, well, Joey Barton is doing a watch-along. Joey Barton's doing a watch-along on this one, isn't he? Rubes, hey, good to see you, Rubes. How's it going? My fave guy. Well, yeah, you being nice to me. Oh, fave gay. I thought you said fave guy. I thought you was being nice to me. John. SAFC Tom, I'm off, bro. See you soon. Tom, thank you, mate. You've really made my night by being our first member. I really, really do appreciate it. Have a nice night, mate. And I'll see you in the next one if you're around. Good lad. Onyé, first time I actually believe that a relegation side might survive. Sunderland recruiting well, I can't lie. I've got a bet. With Ben. You might know Ben Twiss, who follows our channel. He comes into the channel quite regularly. Me and Ben had a bet at the end of last season. I said I absolutely guarantee you at least one of the promoted sides will stay up in the Premier League this season. He said absolutely not, so we had a £50 bet. We got a £50 bet that at least one promoted side will stay up. And I think I'm winning that bet so far. I think it looks quite good. Timbo Slice calling you his favourite gay is still being nice. Well, yeah, I guess it is. I'm happy enough with that. John Steve, Harry Kuehl or Xherdan Shaqiri? Xherdan Shaqiri, yeah. Harry Kuehl I never liked. I never quite took to Harry Kuehl. I was always a little bit disappointed with Harry Kuehl. Onyé, it's looking good to be honest, Key. I think Wolves, Brentford and maybe West Ham could struggle. I think Brentford will be fine. I honestly think it's Everton you need to look at. Brentford are fine. Brentford are absolutely fine. I think Brentford are overplayed. Everyone seems to mention Brentford, but I think they're doing brilliantly well. They've got Sharda, they've got Damsgaard. Those are players that could get in top six sides. Nathan Collins, again, is another one. Kelleher, again, another one. One of the best number twos around last season. Kelleher, Damsgaard, Nathan Collins, Sharda. Even if they sell Wisser, they'll be absolutely fine. Because they'll still have 100 million from the Mbermo and Wisser deal. They've got Carvalho as well. Carvalho's a great... Jordan Henderson's just come in. Honestly, I don't think they've got an issue at all, Brentford. They'll be fine. John Steve, Craig Bellamy or Robbie Keane? Craig Bellamy. Yeah, Craig Bellamy. Easy. Timbo Slice, Everton are fine. Moyes did so well last year. Their defence means Everton will be fine. Yeah, I don't know. Give it time. I do. I think Everton are in trouble. And mainly I think it's because they won't score enough goals. That was one of the issues that they had under Dyche, and I think it'll rear its head again next season. They don't score enough goals. They haven't got enough of a threat going forward. And the defence only works to an extent if they've got Branthwaite fit, Tarkovsky fit. I don't think, Mikolenko's a little bit hit and miss. O'Brien's a little bit hit and miss. England on the left-hand side. Oh, what have you done there? Silly. This is all Italy, this. This is all Italy. Onyé, Everton never seem to get relegated. I don't know why. They're just lucky, aren't they? Just so lucky. Chance here for England. Hit it! Hit it! Corner. It's going to be a corner. Daniel, the manager of Brentford, is a concern. Yeah, Keith Andrews, again, maybe so. I wouldn't disagree with that. But I don't think it's sufficiently a concern that it would mean I'm worried about him going down. Jesus Christ, there's 3 minutes left. Why has the keeper come forward? England's goalkeeper's forward, and it's a shocking corner. Chloe Kelly. Oh, Chloe Kelly. The one player that I would have put my house on as well, being able to put a fucking corner in. Oh, and she whips it in and it goes straight out of play at the near post, especially when the goalkeepers come forward as well. That's unacceptable. That's absolutely unacceptable, that. The real donut, Alfie May to Huddersfield. I saw that, yeah. I saw that. It's another foul. England are going to knock the ball forward here. Timbo Slice, come on England, score some goals. Long ball forward, cleared away. Again, it's just constant back and forth. England haven't got long left here. 2 minutes. They've got to get it in. Chance! Must be! Hit it! What are you doing? It's there! It's 1-1! Hey! Get in there! Hey! What a finish! What a finish! It's 1-1! Get in there! Yes, girls! You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh, and Italy are in tears. Italy are in tears. The Italians, they're on the floor. Heads in their hands. And there's still another 90 seconds to go here. It was Agyemang with the finish. There's 90 seconds left. England could pinch it before extra time. Come on, girls, get back up the halfway line. What are you doing? Not fannying around. What's Lauren James done to her? Oh, God. Oh, stop celebrating. Hurry up and get it back up the pitch. Is she onside? Is she onside? She's miles on. It's fine. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, it's easy. Easy. Emiliano. Guten Tag, Emiliano. How's things? Good to see you. Starter in the final. I was going to say I would have started Agyemang as well. I'm surprised she didn't. Timbo Slice, she's come on and scored in the quarter and the semi. I say keep her on the bench. She's done more than Russo. She's done more than most, hasn't she, to be honest? Italy, they're in the mud here now, Italy. Oh, there you go. I think it's going to go to extra time now. Emiliano, did you stream yesterday? No, I didn't stream yesterday. Timbo Slice, sometimes players are better as a sub than starting. Remember Lafondra. Lafondra was a fantastic super sub, wasn't he? Reece, I could feel a late equalizer coming. I just had a feeling. Oh, England again. Oh, very, very nearly again. Agyemang very nearly getting ahead to that. Timbo Slice, the England women's team is so good, you know, at least one of our teams are. Do you know what I would say? I actually don't think they're that good. I don't think they're that good. I mean, in relation to the rest of the women's game, I actually don't think the England women's team are that good. However, what I will say is they are incredibly resilient. Like, mentality-wise, they should have been out against Sweden. They should have been out tonight. And both times they've managed to salvage it late. So, mentality monsters. Absolute mentality monsters, these Lionesses. That's what I would say. I actually don't think they're that special in terms of ability. Emiliano, prediction for Germany versus Spain. I think Spain walk it, to be honest, Emiliano. I know you don't want to hear that as a German yourself, but I do. I think Spain walk it. I can't see anything other than a comfortable Spain win. I predicted Spain-England in the final. I predicted that literally at the start of the tournament, and I imagine that's how it's going to finish as well. So, Spain-England in the final, I imagine that's exactly how it finishes. But I'm not watching Germany-Spain tomorrow again, for what it's worth. I'm not watching England-Spain. Germany-Spain. I'm watching Shelbourne against Karabag in the Champions League qualifier. One, two, four. This screams England played crap all tournament and make it to the final. I mean, it's not far. England played well, I would argue, in one game. One game they've played well in. They were absolutely garbage against France, and I mean garbage against France. They were crap against Sweden, and they needed penalties and a couple of late fluky goals to to get back in that one. Again, they've needed a big deflection and a bit of a scrappy one at the end here to get past the Italians. What was the game where they ended up? Was it? Who was it they played? And it was like 4 or 5. I can't remember who they battered. Who did they absolutely batter? Netherlands. It was Netherlands, wasn't it? Nugget, talk about the Rangers goals. What's this dance for me, monkey? You've missed that, mate. You've missed talk about the Rangers goals. I've talked about the Rangers goals. I spent a full show talking about the Rangers goals. They were both very good, though. They were both very good. Very, very good finishes from Gassama and Findlay Curtis. J-Docs, England women, limbs. 1-2-4 against the Welsh, who were diabolical. Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't actually see him against the Welsh, so I can't really comment on that, but I know they did very well. J-Docs, you alright, Kee? I'm good, mate, yes, I'm very good, thank you. Did Rangers win? Yes, they did. They won 2-0. They take a 2-0 lead into the second leg in Greece now. They take it to Panathinaikos. Emiliano, Minge will carry us. Minga. Minga. The big German centre-back, Minga, will carry him. Minge. But yeah, Rangers winning. 2-0. Timbo Slice, Dance Monkey, do the thing, do the punditry, yeah. I should just get a big stick. Someone just poke me with a big stick. J-Docs, am I dumb or something? What is this competition? What competition? This one. This one. It's the Women's Euros, that's what it is. Reese Aguiman will score the winner in this and in the final. Watch. 1-2-4, the commentators do me head in screaming. Emiliano, oh, you remember. Of course I remember, mate. Of course I remember. Oh, Rangers thing. Rangers it's the Champions League qualifier. So the Champions League has 3 rounds of qualifying that you have to go through before you reach the league phase. You know, the actual Champions League that we all watch and we all talk about. So before you reach that point, you need to qualify. You need to go through 3 qualifying rounds. Rangers start in the 2nd qualifying round, as do Celtic. Oh no, Celtic start in the 3rd, don't they? Rangers start in the 2nd, Celtic start in the 3rd. And they have to win a couple of ties to go through to the league phase. Reese, get Peter Drury on the final with his absolutely poetry commentary. Love Peter Drury. Get Jonathan Pearce. Jonathan Pearce is where it's at. One, two, four. Fenerbahce v Feyenoord. I'm looking forward to. I've just tried to change the scoreboard and then I've just realised we've not actually got a scoreboard on for this game. I feel a bit naked without a scoreboard on for this one. Get Sean Dyche on comms. Dicey! Audible chocolate, Sean Dyche. Yeah, Sam Matterface is shocking. I would agree with that. I don't like Sam Matterface. Dyche on the women's game would get cancelled in minutes. Absolute woke nonsense. So, Sean Dyche, what do you think of the of this Serena Wiegman then? Well, she's going to have to start winning some games soon. Craig R. Foley, nice goals for Rangers tonight. Tough game to play early in the season with a new manager. Absolutely agree, Craig. Yes, absolutely agree. Tough game for Rangers. Really tough game against a good side in Panathinaikos. But Rangers were the more clinical, you'd have to say. Two very, very good finishes. And yeah, it was an entertaining second half. The first half was pretty poor. Thought Panathinaikos were probably the better side and probably unfortunate to go in at half time at only at 0-0. But it was definitely a deserved win for Rangers. 2-0 up. Panathinaikos getting a man sent off as well. And yeah, they take a really, really strong lead now into the second leg, don't they? A really strong lead. Second half better, was worried in the first. Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that. One, two, four. What I'd do for Italy to win on pens. Steve Keane, my word, Kee, you are up late. I know, 10 o'clock. I know we're getting on for it's going to be an 11 o'clock, maybe even an half. Maybe a half 11, who knows? The last time I was up till... What's the latest we've been up till on this channel? I think midnight. We did the Copa del Rey final, didn't we? Barcelona against Real Madrid. That one went to extra time. And it was very close to going through to penalties, and it was nearly midnight. Reese, I see you're making moves, replying to Mark Goldbridge, Key. Just playing the game, you know what I mean? Just playing the game. Just playing the game. Reese, I've got the week off work, so I'm buzzing. Nice. Cyclops, the penguin. What about the penguin? What about the penguin? Timbo Slice Key is going to be on Mark Goldbridge's channel in 6 months. Watch. Do you reckon? Oh, he'll be on mine. He'll be on mine if he's lucky. Cyclops, they should cast you as the penguin. Cheers, man. I'll take that. Oswald Cobblepot. Reese, Key and Goldbridge's DMs. Please reply. Please reply to me, Mark. Please. Shut up, you prick. Timbo Slice, he'll be on yours. My mistake. Please forgive me. It's an easy mistake to make. Easy mistake to make. Cyclops F. Colin Farrell. I think at least I wouldn't need as much makeup. Wouldn't need as much makeup. You could probably get me done on a cheap Oswald Cobblepot. No CGI required. Good ball in. Oh! Off the line! Aye! England very nearly 2-1 up. Whew. If you haven't yet, by the way, if you haven't, get over to YouTube and sign up to my Premier League Dad Fantasy Premier League. If you've not done your team yet, go and do it. Go and get signed up, get your team started. You need to go over to YouTube, search Premier League Dad, and in the description, click the link for my FPL. And you can join the league. We've got prizes throughout the season. Timbo Slice, if you're Premier League dad, who's Premier League granddad? Who's Premier League mum? It's not really that sort of a Premier League dad. As in, that's kind of like an ego thing. I'm not the Premier League's dad. I would argue that I am a Premier League dad. Like, we can all be Premier League dads if you're a dad. I would argue that I am a dad of Premier League level. If there was a Premier League for dads, I would be in it. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm a bloody good dad. So I don't necessarily think there is a Premier League mum. Maybe there is a Premier League mum. I don't know. I'm not trying to be no misogynist. Timbo Slice, good to clarify that you're not the Premier League's dad, Kate. Well, you seemed confused. You seemed confused. I just thought I would elaborate. Shoot me. You're the one asking questions about who's the Premier League's mum. I have now seen the light. Come on. That Chloe Kelly. What a player she is. What a player she is. She is literally the best player in the England team. I don't care what anyone says. She's the best player in the England team by some distance. There's no one can do what she can. Sean Irving, 1901, Rangers or Celtic? I haven't got a preference. I guess I probably would lean a little bit more towards Rangers than Celtic, but very, very slightly. I'm a Liverpool fan, mate, so I haven't really got a strong preference either way. I don't mind either of them. Don't mind either. Timbo Slice, I reckon you'll have rip-off channels soon called Premier League Uncle. Probably. Probably. Imitation's the sincerest form of flattery. Ian Young Cop, why am I more invested in England women than England men? I don't know, you know, Ian. I don't know. I'm certainly not invested at all in England's men, so I couldn't have been any less invested. England men, as far as I'm concerned, I just want our players to come back fit. Sean Irving, what is your opinion of people who have two teams? They're not my kind of people. I'll say that. They're not my kind of people. I find it very, very... I find it draining to have one team. I find it draining to have one team. So if you have two teams, then, you know, more power to you. Good luck to you. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. And the obvious question always then becomes, well, what happens when your team plays your other team? I couldn't have any other team other than Liverpool. I've got a lot of teams that I like. A lot of teams that I've got soft spots for. But there's no doubt who my team is. Liverpool's my team. I have no other team. Absolutely not. Sean Irving, me too. I do look out for my home team. Hometown team, Warrington Town, though. Yeah, well, I was going to say, I worked in Warrington for many years, and obviously I'm originally from St Helens, so I'll keep an eye out for St Helens Town results and stuff, and if St Helens obviously got anywhere close to like the FA Cup sort of latter stages, I'd absolutely go and follow him. But they're not my team. They're not my team. Hals plays games. Are you from Liverpool? No, I was born about 20 minutes from Anfield, but then I grew up in St Helens, and I've worked in Liverpool for many years, worked in Manchester for many years, lived in Warrington for a short spell. So, yeah, I've bounced around a little bit. You're from the Whittle. Lovely. My dad's working on the Whittle at the minute. Ian Youngcop, how can you have two teams? Isn't the stress of one enough, mad buggers? Yeah, I'm with you on that, mate. That's me too. Ian Youngcop, where's Isak ending up, Key? I just can't see him ending anywhere other than Liverpool. I can't see him. Or maybe Saudi. He could end up... I'll put it this way. I don't think that he ends up at Newcastle at the end of this window. He may be in Saudi, he may be at Liverpool, but I don't think he's at Newcastle. He's training alone today. Have you seen the news that he's training alone today? And apparently he's got a thigh strain. Now listen, if we're Liverpool fans, we know about thigh strains and back strains. We know what that really means, don't we? We know what that means. We know that is basically, I don't want to play, I don't want to train, I'm not fit. Coutinho did this just before the Barca move, didn't he? Coutinho did exactly this. It's absolute textbook. It's playbook. Agents tell him what to do. So I just think Isak is following that guide, and I think it's absolutely tailor-made that what's going to happen in the next couple of weeks is we will see him put a transfer request in. And I don't know whether Liverpool will come back in. I imagine we will. I still think there's room for Liverpool to sign him. Or Saudi will come in. I think there's an opportunity for it, but I don't think he stays at Newcastle now. And a big part of his issue, by the way, is that he got promised a new contract by the former management at Newcastle, Amanda Staveley, her who looks like Skeletor from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Amanda Staveley promised him a brand new contract if he did X, Y, and Z. And he's on 120k a week now, which is not exactly a pittance, but he's now demanding close to £300,000 a week, which would put him at one of the highest earners in the Premier League to stay at Newcastle. Now, I think if he went to Liverpool, he'd probably be more inclined to accept like maybe a 220, a 230 a week. But to stay at Newcastle, a team who aren't competing, and I'm sure he wants 300k a week. But they don't seem anywhere closer to giving it to him. He seems unsettled, or at least that's the news doing the rounds, isn't it? That he's unsettled. So, yeah, I can't see Isak staying at Newcastle beyond this transfer window. Sean Irving, whereabouts in Warrington? Sankey. Great Sankey. Liverpool will have told Isak it's this summer or never. I absolutely agree. Hals plays games. Surely we couldn't afford Isak as well. No, absolutely no. Craig, you're saying Liverpool might struggle to get him with FFP, and absolutely not. No, we've got loads of room with FFP. We've spent a little bit more than West Ham have over the last 5 years. We spent less than Newcastle, even with the Ekatike deal. We spent less than Newcastle have. Liverpool have got loads of room with FFP. And by the way, we've still got to add in 60 million for Darwin Núñez, 75 million for Luis Diaz, 25 million for Tyler Morton, 25 million for Ben Doak, 50 million for Harvey Elliott, maybe 25 million for Serdan Bajcetic, 10 million for Owen Beck, the young left back who we've just agreed to sell. Plus we've got 10 million from Trent and 12 million for Kelleher, 35 million for Kwanzaa. Liverpool have got the best part of 300 million, maybe even 350 million, but the best part of 300 million still to bring in before the end of this window. So we've got a huge amount of money to bring in. A huge amount of money. The work for Liverpool now is to try and move those players out. If we can move those players out, there's definitely room for an Isak, a Rodrigo, and maybe a Fofana as well. You've got to remember, Liverpool have sold, or were about to sell, Diaz, Nunes, Chiesa. That's 3 gone out of our front 6. And sadly, Diogo Jota's not with us anymore. So that's 4 out of our front 6 from last year gone. They're not here this year. So then, and plus Mo Salah's going to spend 2 months at the AFCON. So the idea that we're going to be left with just Cody Gakpo and Hugo Ekitike, it's a stretch. We're going to have to go out there and sign another 2 or 3 attackers, I think. Honestly, I really do. Ian Young, what do you reckon on Charlie Cresswell? Love Charlie Cresswell. Absolutely love Charlie Cresswell. Top player. Really like him. I think he's better than Kwanzaa. But I don't think Liverpool would sell Kwanzaa and sign Cresswell in the same summer. I think we're far more likely to go and get Mark Gay, who's maybe a slightly more experienced, more advanced Charlie Cresswell. He's still only 24, isn't he, Mark Gay? And you would imagine he'll be England's main starting centre-back at the World Cup next year. So, yeah, I think Mark Gay comes in. I think Konate stays another year. I'd like to think we sign Konate and get him signed up to a new contract in an ideal world. But if he doesn't, he probably ends up leaving. Craig, fair enough, that's ideal. And Isak would be ideal for most teams. Big fan of him. Yeah, and we've got, Ekitike can play wide left as well. Ekitike can move wide left. Isak can play central. Gakpo can play wide left or central. If we get Rodrigo in, he can play wide right and wide left. He can also play through the middle. And we've got strong links to Fofana as well. Young Malik Fofana from Lyon. So I do genuinely believe that there's a world where Liverpool have next season a front 6 of Salah, Gakpo, Isak, Ekitike, Rodrigo and Fofana. Very, very possible. Entirely possible. The Lusk lad, on Liverpool signings, do you think we'll be signing too much players? Because we don't really want to change a title-winning team too much. I mean, we didn't change Klopp's team at all, did we? Really, Slot basically worked with Slot's team and did incredibly well. Now, Arne Slot, believe it or not, Arne Slot is a specialist at change management, effectively. So you might not know this, but when Arne Slot first joined Feyenoord, I think it was it 14 players? I think they lost 14 players when he joined. And they won the league. They won the league. So he's got a great reputation, Arne Slot. He's one of the best in management and one of the best in the world at getting players to perform while in a state of flux, in a new environment and all that. So, no, I have no concerns at all. I think if we are going to make lots of big changes, then Arne Slot is the guy to do that. He's the guy to oversee that. And to be honest, I think we have to make some changes because you look and you think, well, Nunes has to go. I personally would keep Darwin Nunes. If it was me in charge and not Arne Slot, I would keep Darwin Nunes. But Arne Slot doesn't rate him, so what are you going to do? It's better if he leaves. It's the same with Harvey Elliott. I would keep Harvey Elliott. Arne Slot doesn't rate him. He's going to leave. So we're going to move him on. We're going to move Nunes on. I would give Diaz a new contract. The club don't want to give Diaz a new contract. So we're going to sell him. We're going to get 75, 80 million pound or whatever it is for a player who's 28, 29 this year. And he's got 2 years left on his contract. That's a great deal for us. It's a great deal. We've got our best years out of him. NUFC KS81, what game are you watching today? I've just been watching Rangers against Panathinaikos. That one's finished, Rangers 2, Panathinaikos 0. I'm now watching England against Italy. It's extra time, England 1, Italy 1 in the Women's Euros semi-final. Timbo Slice, if Isak stays and Chelsea actually compete this season, Isak to Chelsea next year, watch. Jesus Christ, Chelsea! They've got Delap and João Pedro. They can't be getting another centre forward. Sweet Lord. Is that Brody? Thank you for sending the rolls. I appreciate that. Thank you. Dave Plays Pool talking about too many changes. Do you think Sunderland are changing our squad too much? Xhaka sounds like he's coming in and going to have a completely different midfield. I really like Sunderland's midfield. I really like the changes. I really like it. You know, I think Xhaka coming in is great. I really like Rig. I really like Dan Neil. I think if you've got Neil, Rig, and Xhaka in your midfield, that's not bad at all. I'm kind of intrigued to see. How long is Romain Mundle out for? Is Mundle back? I know he's just had surgery, hasn't he? Is there any news on when he's back? I'm really keen to see how you get on with, you know, the likes of Mayenda and Isidore up there. There's a lot of really talented players in that Sunderland side, but you're definitely missing some experience. Every team in the Eredivisie is always losing all their players, though, so that's kind of skewed. I'm so surprised that no one has gone and taken Semstein, or Semstein, I think his name is maybe pronounced. Semstein or Semstein from FC20. The guy is absolutely sensational. I can't believe a Premier League team hasn't even been linked with him. The guy's scoring and assisting. He's only 22, 23. Scoring and assisting outrageous numbers for an unfashionable team in the Eredivisie. And he isn't even being linked with a Premier League move. I don't know why. Still so young as well. Dave Plays Pool, Mundle's likely to be about 3 months, really. I was debating putting him in my FPL as well. I was debating putting him in the FPL. Again, I'm going to just say it again. I'm going to promote it again. If you're watching this and you do want to be in my Premier League Dad Fantasy Premier League table for this year, you need to get over to YouTube, search Premier League Dad, and in my bio, in my description, you can click the link for my FPL. You can go and check it out. And yeah, sign up, get your league, get your team in there. And we're going to have competitions. We're going to have prizes throughout the season. So let me know what you're thinking. What the fucking hell is that? Christ, we've got a fly or a wasp or something in there. Don't know what that is. Ball over to the far post. Good claim from the keeper. Timbo Slice, I've got a Dingra in my FPL. I forgot about a Dingra. NUFC, try and guess who my PFP is. Obviously, it's Joe Linton, isn't it? Talby, Granit Xhaka to Sunderland, 99% done deal. Good move, that, for Granit Xhaka. Joe, we're activating the release clause of Mahamadou Doumbia to cover our midfield from Royal Antwerp. That's not too bad. El Matador and Die is a steal. And Die? Which and Die are we on about here? Craig funking Dragonfly there. I think it is. I don't know what it is. Big though. Illiman and Die. No, you don't have Illiman and Die in FPL. No chance. He only got 9 goals. He got 9 goals, no assists last year. No. Adama Traore got more than Illiman and Die last year. Who's the greatest Premier League player of all time and why is it Victor Anichebe? Big Vic. Italy pushing forward here. There's only 7 minutes left here before penalties. And if England aren't careful, you know, they might end up getting knocked out before. Italy pushing forward. Joe, Key, it's been a laugh, but I think I'm just going to accept if Isak leaves, pal. Well, you say it like you have any other choice in the matter. If Isak leaves, you're just going to have to accept it. The day that happens, though, it's going to be absolutely unbelievable in this chat. It's going to be absolutely incredible. He isn't going. Well, he's training on his own, isn't he? He's training on his own, Alexander Isak. Doesn't look good. Chloe Kelly, what a ball in. Come on. Timbo Slice Key, mate. If Isak goes Liverpool, I'm going to Papua New Guinea and living off grid forever. Oh, NFC, how does that mean he's leaving? To help his groin injury, he was doing it with Gillespie, who's also recovering from an injury. Yeah, I forgot when you've got a groin injury, or rather a thigh injury. I forgot you should always train alone. You can catch them groin injuries if you're not careful. They're very contagious. Don't want them spreading to the rest of the squad, do you? There'll be groin injuries all over the place. ZQXV, good to see you. How's it going, mate? Good to see you. Tom Robbo, it's so annoying doing FPL when I can only choose 3 Everton players. Which 3 Everton players are you trying to choose? Although saying that, do you know what? I think I've got... I might have. Have I got 3? I don't think I've got 3. I've definitely got Branthwaite, or have I got O'Brien? I can't remember if I've got Branthwaite or O'Brien. Craig, training on their own is the equivalent on Football Manager when the board has confidence in you. Exactly. Like I said, the idea that he's training on his own... He's training on his own because he's got a fucking thigh injury. Come on. Come on. Come on. Pedro Lover Rodrigo to Tottenham is happening. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Timbo Slice, Tarkovsky might be good, the defensive contribution machine. Yeah, Tarkovsky's not going to be too bad, but honestly, I would go O'Brien. O'Brien's a better shout. He's 0.5 less than Branthwaite, and he'll play right back and centre back. He's done all right, Jake O'Brien. Agyemang. Off the bar! Oh my God! England very nearly win it in the last minute. Pedro Lover Rodrigo wants to be a main man. Tottenham want him. He'll be the main man there. It makes sense. He isn't going to Tottenham. That's a ridiculous shout. That's an absolutely ridiculous shout. Timbo, I've got 3 Chelsea players in FPL, which you'll be surprised to know. Which 3 Chelsea players have you picked? 3 Chelsea players. Cole Palmer's one. I've got Cole Palmer. Everyone's got Cole Palmer. So you've got Cole Palmer. Who else have you picked? Cole Palmer. Maybe Delap. Or Pedro. Oh, yeah. I've got Pedro. I've got Pedro and I've got Palmer, but I haven't got Cucurella. Cucurella's not... Cucurella's too much of a defensive left back. Does she give a penalty? Does she give a penalty? Is it a penalty to England? Joe, have you got Isak? I haven't got Isak, no. I think this might be a penalty. Oh, she give it? She's give a penalty to England! Yes! Get in there! A penalty in the last few seconds of this one. Yes! Cucurella scored 5 last year. Did he really? All right. Well, I might need to rephrase me thinking then. Lucy Bronze to step up and take this one. It can't be anyone other than Lucy Bronze or Chloe Kelly. Absolutely no one other than them two. Don't let anyone else other than them two have it. Lucy Bronze absolutely smashed it in the other night against Sweden. And it is Lucy Bronze and Chloe Kelly. There you go. Chloe Kelly's taking it. It's always Chloe Kelly. It was soft, wasn't it, Craig? Yeah, definitely was soft. For sure. Go on, Chloe. Stick it away. Here we go. Chloe Kelly to send the Lionesses through to the final. Right-footed. Oh, she missed it! It's it! It's in! On the follow-up, on the rebound! On the rebound! Is it Chloe Kelly who scored the rebound? Oh, this one might be checked. This one might be checked. It was a save from the keeper. It was pushed back out. And Chloe Kelly looks like she's claiming it. There's going to be a check here. Definitely going to be a check. Let's watch it back. All right, watch this one. There's no issue with encroachment. No issue at all with encroachment. I think that's fine. That's absolutely fine. And it's not Chloe Kelly. That stupid fucking run-up as well. What are you doing? It wasn't Chloe Kelly. It's not Chloe Kelly at all. It's Toom, isn't it? Oh no, it is Chloe Kelly. I thought it was Toom. I thought it was Toom who put it in, but it's not. It's Chloe Kelly sticks it away. Perfectly good goal, that. Looked like there was going to be a check for encroachment, but it's a perfectly fine goal. Chloe Kelly scores it on the rebound. 2-1 to the Lionesses. And we've got maybe a minute or two left of added time. Finners have Italy stolen slot from us. Is Carter coming on as well? Agyemang picking the ball up down the right-hand side. Really, really good. England-Germany final again. I don't think so. I think Spain will walk it. Spain will absolutely walk it. Matty Knowles, did England score the pen? They missed the pen. They smashed it. The keeper saved it. Pushed it back out. And she tapped it in on the rebound. Chloe Kelly. So, yeah, 2-1 to England. Italy absolutely gutted as well, as you'd expect. The Lusk Lad, will you be making a video about your FPL team selection? Do you know what? I didn't even think about that. The Lusk Lad, but I'll tell you what, I'm going to do it. Shall I do it? I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. I'm going to do a video about how I have picked my FPL team. So, do you know what? I'll take my FPL team out and I'll redo it tomorrow. And I'll film it and I'll publish it. But make sure, if you haven't yet, make sure you've gone over to YouTube. Finners, have you got an FPL league? I have got an FPL league, yes. If you go to YouTube, search Premier League Dad, in my description, in my bio, you will see we have a link to the Premier League Dad Fantasy League where you can go and create your team and add it to the league table. We're going to be keeping track of that league table throughout the season that's upcoming. So make sure you're in it. We're going to have prizes. We're going to have all sorts going on in there. It's completely free to enter, obviously. Completely free to play. But it'll be really, really good if you want to get involved. So get over to it and join and let me know if, let me know what your thoughts are. We'll be doing regular videos on it throughout the season. Ben, how's the Birds getting on? It's 2-1 to England. England 2, Italy 1. And we are seconds away from the England team being confirmed in the final. And I tell you what, it's considering it's a pretty soft penalty, actually. It's a pretty soft penalty that's got them back into it. Timbo feels mad saying a right back is England's best ever player, but Lucy Bronze might actually be. She's cracking, isn't she, Lucy Bronze? Absolutely brilliant. Only picked Salah as my only African player due to AFCON. Isn't there like a big... They've changed the whole rules around AFCON on the FPL. You can change it again, can't you? You can change all your players. Reese, this is giving Arsenal versus Reading 7-6 vibes. And there we go. They've won it. Serena Wiegman and her coaching staff absolutely made up there. You love to see it. You love to see it. They've collapsed, Italy. Collapsed. Okay, you get 5 transfers in the week of AFCON. It's coming home again. Yeah, you love to see it. Craig, final on Sunday. Yes, I'll be doing the final on Sunday. I'm not doing the Germany-Spain game, the other semi-final, tomorrow night. I'm not doing it. I'm doing Shelbourne against Qarabag in the Champions League, right? Doing Shelbourne against Qarabag in the Champions League. But I am going to be doing the final. I'm doing the women's final. It's 5 o'clock on Sunday, right? So I'll be doing that one. But got loads of other games. Absolutely loads of other games coming up. So I will be live tomorrow again at around the same time. Shelbourne against Qarabag. About 7 o'clock tomorrow night. A massive, massive thank you to everyone that's joined tonight. Everyone that's subscribed and liked and followed and gone over to YouTube and... Go over to Twitter as well, by the way, if you've not already. Get over to Twitter, X, whatever it's called now. Go and give us a follow over there, at the PL Dad. I've been causing chaos over there today. Absolute chaos. So go and give us a follow over there as well. And I'll give you the follow back. Big, big thank you to everyone that's liked and followed and shared and everything. And I will see you all tomorrow night if you're back again. Take it easy. Have a nice